Yo, what is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? And boy, oh boy, does it feel good to be back. It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, one half of the host of What's Up PlayStation podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And first off, I got to shout out all of y'all, man. Shout out to the early birds. Shout out to the people that were here even before the music was playing. Y'all be at the club lined up at 6 o'clock, and the club don't open till 10. I respect y'all, man. Shout out to everybody out here, man. We really appreciate you guys. And I'm going to give y'all a round of applause, man. You know, nice round of applause. Round of applause for the people in the chat. I said round of applause for the people in the chat. Yo, listen, man. We got a good show for you guys today. It's some decent news. Listen, holiday time, the news tends to kind of, you know, the well's a little dry right now. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie to you. You feel me? But I think, you know, with myself and Bari and our personalities and how we are, we'll definitely be able to make this show very, very entertaining for you guys. Speaking of my other host, the other half of What's Up PlayStation podcast, let's introduce my boy Bari in the building. Bari, what is good with you, man? Like, how you feeling, man? It's good to have you here.
Yo, what is up, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Hey, man, we back, man. What's up, PlayStation podcast? Episode 17 is going to be a good one. Yes, the news is a little bit, you know, on the
sparse side.
It's a little ashy. But we're gonna put a little lotion on there. We got our jerkins ready.
Thanks.
And you know, we gonna you know, let's apply a little bit, you know what I mean, just to get a little bit of lubricant.
Facts. Get some lotion on that, you feel me?
Yeah, you know the vibes, man. But yo, man, it's a pleasure being here once again, man. Saturday morning. What's Up PlayStation podcast, man. We have a great show planned for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy, especially the topics, because you guys saw angry Persona. You're gonna see angry Bari today, man.
Oh, okay? Boy, I'm excited for that. I'm excited. So before we get into the show, I wanted to shout out, we had just got a subscriber like while we were in the starting soon section. So 1985 Ippo. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you so much for subbing to the channel. We hope you enjoy your stay. We hope you enjoy the content. And ladies and gentlemen, you know, during the course of the show, before we start getting into the meat and potatoes, man, yo, share out the podcast, like the podcast, share it out on social media. You know, let's get everybody in here so they could witness this greatness. You understand? But yeah, with that being said, let us start the show. And for those who are new, we always like to start the shows talking about the new games that we can expect that were released this week. So from the week of November 30th to December 6th, these are the games that released this week. And I ain't gonna lie, Barry, it's a decent list. It's a decent list. So for this week, we had Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, which this was already out, so I'm not sure how, or is this somewhere out? I don't know. This is weird.
It's going to be physical release.
Shout out to you. Okay, physical release. Okay, so Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, Rainbow Six Siege, Worms Rumble, which is the PlayStation 5, PS Plus, one of the free games, and we'll get into that in a second. Haven, which did you buy this, Barry? I remember we saw some gameplay of this at the State of Play in August, and it really had me really intrigued. Did you pick this up?
No.
Okay. Man, it's just straight to the point. No. Immortal Phoenix Rising, which, spoiler alert, Spotlight. FIFA 21, Madden NFL 21, Spirit of the North Enhanced Edition.
Enhanced?
Yeah, they enhanced it, man. We're talking like top of the tippy top, the tip top. And then Tesla versus Lovecraft Game of the Year Edition. So, you know, pretty cool list. So, you know, spotlight time, Bari. I'm gonna let you go first, man. Give the people what your spotlight game is, and for those who are new and don't know what spotlight is, so every podcast we highlight a section called the spotlight, and with the spotlight section is myself and Bari. We give you guys a game that we think you guys should keep your eye on. You should check out. we think that you guys may enjoy based off our experience, right? So, Bari, give us your spotlight game for this week, man.
Yo, so I'm cheating this week. I have two
Uh-oh.
spotlight games.
Breaking all the rules.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I got two games here where the first one is gonna be Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
You stole mine. I'm a little jealous.
It is a great game, man. I've been playing. I got about probably 5 or 6 hours into the game. It is definitely Ubisoft. It is Ubisoft-fied. Where Ubisoft has definitely put their aroma all over the damn game. But it's still it has good comedic value in the game. Like the story doesn't really, it's not that serious of a story, even though it's something serious that's going on, but it's not that serious of a story. But the narration is pretty good between Prometheus and Zeus. I like the narration. It's funny, like lighthearted humor. But the combat is really good too, man. I like the combat a lot. It took me a while to get used to it because the button layout was kind of weird. You know what I mean? Dashing is like square. To parry is L1 and R1 together.
That threw me off as well.
Yeah, it takes a while, yo. It takes a while, especially I'm playing on hard, so you're gonna get hit a little bit. But once you learn it, it's gonna be like, okay, I got the combat now. But I like it, man. I like it a lot to explore, a lot to discover in the game. Like I said, it's definitely, Ubisoft definitely put their touch on it. But yeah, this is a game I've been waiting for a long time. When it was called Gods and Monsters, they changed it up, the name of the title, but you can see why now, because now it's more story driven with the character Phoenix, and yeah, I'm liking it so far. I think people should definitely check it out. It's definitely a good game. The next game is a very good game. Is Sakuna?
Yeah, you stole
Rice and Ruin.
This guy stole both my games.
Yeah, I just started it this weekend. So the game is really, really good, man. Definitely have that VanillaWare touch in there. As far as like the combat and just the world traversal. If you guys are familiar with VanillaWare type games, and the story is pretty good too, man. Another lighthearted type story game. A lot of jokes, light humor in there, but it's pretty good. Sakuna, she's definitely a bratty but cool character. And like I said, I'm early in that game as well, man. Gonna be diving through that as well. And the combos in that game is pretty cool as well. Both games have cool, simple combos, but they have some stuff that you can master with it that makes it really cool. Like
once you get the big I'm sorry to cut you off, but once you get the big hammer in Immortal Phoenix, the combo potential is stupid, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Once you get the uppercut when you hold R1.
Oh yeah.
That's when the combos really come crazy. Yo. I got some clips for that, yo. But yeah, both games are pretty good, man. Definitely go pick them up. Don't wait for them to be on sale, because I don't understand what's going on out here. You guys come through and watch the podcast, and for 4 weeks we've been cheating, and 4 weeks in a row I've told you guys, yo, pick up 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim for like 4 or 5 weeks. We've been telling you guys. Now you guys want to pick me up or ask me, yo, should I pick this game up? It's on sale. No, pick it up when it's actually out, so you can show the developers some real support out there, man. These games are good. I'm not capping out here. Just give you guys we have a segment on the show. Let me just make these random picks. No, I actually like these games, or I'm actually interested in the games. Pick them up. Sorry, man. Go ahead, Persona.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, today is going to be a very interesting show because Angry Bari is in full effect today. Trust and believe.
Yeah, if you guys ever play like Harvest Moon, like games like that from like PS2 days or PS1 days.
It's like that.
It's like a simulator, but an action game as well. Like so, you have these segments in Sakuna where you got to harvest like rice and stuff like that. It's not that complex, but it's just another addition to the game, which is cool.
Yeah. Bari stole both my picks, man. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I was gonna do Immortal Phoenix as well. So if I had to think long and hard, pause. Spotlight game that I think you all should check out for sure is definitely Dragon Quest 11 Definitive Edition. The reason why I say, because I played the original Dragon Quest 11. The reason why this is the definitive edition is because it has all the orchestra music and you can play in 2D or in 3D, right? I have it. I already got that, snatched that up. I'm definitely going to be replaying that after I get the platinum in the original, which I still need to go back and get. I'm gonna restart the game all over on definitive edition and get that platinum as well. 2 separate trophy lists, which is awesome. But
I'm
if you
restarting the definitive because my save is gone from the original, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna restart definitive.
Yeah. So yeah, Dragon Quest 11 Definitive Edition. I definitely think y'all should check that out. It's only $40. Again, if you love JRPGs, if you love Dragon Quest, like you're gonna be right up that, like it's right up your alley. The story is so good in this game. Music is good. The world looks beautiful as hell. And
Definitive edition has the orchestra.
Yeah. That's what I said. Yeah, it's got the orchestra.
Much better to listen to a little bit.
Mhm.
I can't refront because I remember I was capping. I was like, man, nobody really, but Dragon Quest, you need that orchestra.
Yeah, Dragon Quest got some of the best music in gaming. You feel me? It's up there with Final Fantasy. So definitely, yeah. Corrosive asked us, did we get the platinum in Godfall yet? Listen, Corrosive. I deleted Godfall off of my PlayStation. I ended up re-downloading it just because once I'm done being angry, I'm gonna go back and try again. But no, we did not get the platinum. And the messed up thing is, we were at floor trial 28, 27, right? 28.
Yeah, we was getting to 27.
Yeah,
matter of fact, we on 27.
Yeah, we were on 27, and we were doing good. Like we had no deaths. We were mopping through these dudes. Like we were so close to 50, and Bari's game froze. But even though the game froze, it still was showing that he was still in the party. So the enemies was too much for me to handle. Like I couldn't. It was way too many enemies showing up. So I ended up dying all 3 times, and it just ended. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with this game. I'm done.
The trials, like, I've never had any issues with Godfall until I start playing those trials, going up those floors. There's something bugged with the game when it comes to the trials. I don't know how people done it so far, but every situation we've done with those trials, man, has been a mess. It's been lagging just on whatever reason, just lags.
Freezing.
It will freeze. It will freeze up. You will block, and it would give you the parry animation and the parry actual flash, but the enemy still hits you through it. It's the weirdest thing in the world, man.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing in the world.
Yeah, and it sucks because the game, it's contrary to what people, because people see games as a service and they start losing their mind. Oh, it's not a complete game. It's not this. They're gonna microtransaction you to death. Blah blah blah. Really, there is none of that in this game. There are none of that. It's just a world that's going to continuously be built up upon, but it is a full-fledged game. The game is
it's not even games as a service. It's a complete full game.
It's a looter. It's a looter slasher.
It's a looter slasher, but it has an end game that you have the little trials. It's pretty much the most difficult part of the game.
Yeah,
but it's not even. We're going to get into the games as a service when we talk about Avengers, but it's the most idiotic thing I've seen gamers bring up. Like, oh, it's games as a service. I ain't going to support it. Like, I don't know what's going on with gamers, man.
Guys, Bari in rare form today, so stick around for this podcast. But yeah, so we didn't get the Godfall platinum, and I hate it because I really want this platinum. But I literally need 2 trophies: the 200 keys and the 50 trial floors. Yep. And they stopping me from doing that. So
I think we close to the 200 keys too.
I think we are too.
That's how much times we restarted, yo.
Yeah,
with that trials.
Yeah, maybe another week or 2 when I'm not angry. I'll go back and try again. I'm still angry at the game. I'm still mad at the
Until I
game.
see that patch note, that new patch. If they do a new patch, then I'll be right on. Cause I love the game. I like the
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
combat is great.
The game is great.
But
And the thing is, it's not like we're like just complain. Like we've let. Oh, my mic is super loud. Oh shit.
is it?
Um, yeah, hold up. But yo, we've let them know. We definitely let them know like what's up, and they still, they still haven't. They still haven't. They haven't said anything to us. That's what in terms of what's gonna be fixed because I don't know. Let's just hope they're working on it. You get what I'm saying, Bar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that got to get fixed with Godfall. When you party up, it's kind of weird sometimes. But I get why they did that. But you don't see your team or your party until you get to like a specific mission. They're not going to be in the sanctum with you.
Yeah.
I feel like when if somebody's doing a mission, you should be able to join your teammate right there in the mission that they're doing. But sometimes it will be weird where say Persona's doing something and he's already doing a mission and he sends an invite to me. I'm just gonna be loading up in the seventh sanctum. I gotta
They
wait
gotta
until
wait.
he finishes. Yeah, that stuff they gotta
I
fix.
don't get how they add like a multiplayer aspect and don't add these things in as well though.
Yeah.
Like it was like being able to join in on a friend, you can't do that. Being able to matchmake, you can't do that.
I'm not upset with the matchmaking because this game, honestly, I don't think nobody's gonna do matchmaking. Who the hell is gonna play this game with a random? You have to communicate in this game. You know what I mean? It's same thing like yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, they added that and stuff in there, but who really matchmakes in Ghost of Tsushima? You gotta be like you don't have no friends on your damn friend list if you matchmaking Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh
It's the
damn.
it's the
Or
most
just no one's
idiotic
playing
thing
or
to
no
do.
one's playing it. It could be that as well. No one's playing it right now.
What Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
Nah, people's playing Ghost of Tsushima.
What I'm
I'm
saying
not
is
saying
I'm
I'm saying
saying with
like
your scenario.
who is using matchmaking in Ghost of Tsushima? Most people is like you can't have a matchmaking in the raid because yes, this takes communication. The same thing with Godfall. Who's gonna matchmake in like a trial or something? Picture
Well, you
Godfall.
can't.
That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like the matchmaking, it doesn't. To me, that doesn't make any sense to complain about.
Yeah.
But like how to join a friend, I feel like that stuff need to get fixed.
Yeah. I agree. But yo, let's get into the show, man. So let's talk about this PlayStation Plus. Those nice little free games that we get every month.
Free.
That people still complain about because they want AAA experiences that they aren't willing to shell out money for. I'm sorry, I went off tangent. So the free games for December are Worms Rumble for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, and then you also got Rocket Arena and Just Cause 4. Bari.
Just Cause 4.
Yeah, Just Cause 4 is I don't know why they I don't even know
Yo,
why.
it's a confession. I like the Just Cause games. It's just these games just perform horribly. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I think Just Cause 3, the game like it's just that hectic kind of fun game. Nobody really cared for the story,
Mm-hmm.
but it just runs terrible. I remember what is it, Just Cause 3 we played at
Yep.
PSX, and I was like, damn, yo, even on a showcase, this joint is just running
Well,
bad, yo.
based off the what we've seen with the Just Cause 4 test, it runs smooth. They're saying
That's
there's no frame
that's
drops.
that's what would have me play the game, because of the PS5 because now it's running much smooth.
It's a
And
lock.
the
It's a
Worms
lock
game,
60. It's a lock
yeah, the
60.
Worms game got me intrigued. I ain't downloaded these stuff yet, but I'm intrigued. The Rocket Arena, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
This is a 3v3 shooter.
Rocket Arena, I believe so.
Hold on, let me watch the trailer real
Yeah,
quick, man.
I'll
I
play the
come
trailer
back.
for y'all.
Yeah, play that trailer real quick,
Yeah, I'll
man.
play the
I ain't even know
trailer.
this. I ain't know this was a 3v3 like, but the name kind of gives it away. But let me see what this thing is rocking with real quick. Okay, she got rockets on her slipper. Okay, I like this already. Oh, they're exaggerating everything with the rockets. Okay. You know what I
It
mean?
looks
But
it looks interesting. Wow, she got like a rocket. Like, is that supposed to be a dancing box?
it looks alright.
Everything is a rocket in her.
Yo, can you show the game?
They not about to show this. Yo, listen.
Oh no, I
You
see
know
it.
how
I
these
see it. I
games
see it.
are. You know how these games are.
Oh, it looks alright. Yeah, I'll play this. Yeah, so it's 3 games that I will play. I'll do a stream with this. I got no quarrels.
I don't have no quarrels per
Now,
se,
when you see the
but
gameplay, you gonna see. You gonna see. Watch. You gonna
I
see
don't
when you
have
show the
no
game.
quarrels, but I just there's too many other games out.
Yo, Damien said he used matchmaking in Ghost. That's crazy. That's like starting a
Oh
raid and
wow,
everybody's muted.
this looked pretty cool. It looked cool. I would try it for sure. I'd definitely try it.
Yeah, I'll try it. Looks pretty cool.
They could
See
have
this
chose
on
the
the
better
rocket.
trailer, low key.
Yeah, they should have showed this more than the showing off the CG stuff.
DCG,
But
yeah, they could have definitely. And
it
then the
looks like it looks
worms.
like it's what you call it, Crackdown 3,
Yeah, yeah.
but no auto aim.
I remember we seen this Worms Rumble at wasn't this at August State of Play? Wasn't this?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
this
Yeah,
was
this
this
looks
was
this
at
look
August
alright,
State of
man.
Play.
This look alright. I'll play this.
Yeah, I'd play this too. Like I'll definitely give these games a try. But you know, people see these and be like, "Oh, these aren't good games that I want to play." You know, I rather play.
Yeah, this is chaotic.
No, oh,
Fun
you should have
games.
gave us Final Fantasy 15 for free or something like some crazy shit
They
like that.
did. They did.
They did. Did they give us Final Fantasy 15 for free? 15?
The PlayStation collection, man. You get.
Oh
You get
yeah.
the
All right. Well, you know what I mean. Like, oh, you should have gave us XYZ for free.
Oh, it got crossplay Persona. Come on.
Uh
Now.
oh. Listen, after playing Cold War for so long, I've got like nightmares for crossplay, man. It's just not something that.
Yeah, you notice that all the games that has crossplay, nobody plays.
No.
You know what I mean? Fortnite, nobody. I'm not saying nobody plays Fortnite, but nobody in this
People
community
play
plays
Fortnite.
No,
People play Fortnite. A
People
lot of
play
people play.
Fortnite, but I'm talking about the people that be capping for this crossplay. Are they playing Fortnite?
Of course not.
Are they? That's what I'm saying. Call of Duty. Are they playing Call of Duty? No.
Oh god, they most definitely are not, man. Like it's ridiculous. But yeah, I think the free to play games are pretty cool. I'll definitely give all these games a try. I added them all to my library on Tuesday when they were showed up. And at some point I'll give them a try. Listen, right now I'm juggling Pathless, COD, Immortal Phoenix, and then soon to be Cyberpunk and Sackboy. Like those are like all the games I'm juggling right now.
I'm not touching Cyberpunk until like next year. I'll be honest with myself. I definitely have to beat Sukuna, Immortal Phoenix, Demon Souls
as well.
Sackboy.
I want to get that platinum.
Yeah, I have to
It's a
beat
lot of
those
games.
games before I even.
You know what it is, man. So much, and we'll talk. We're gonna talk. All right, we'll talk about that. But just so much is surrounding Cyberpunk with like all this negativity, with all the craziness, the hype, and all this stuff that people have for the game. I gotta see this. I have to see this. So I'm definitely starting it up next week. I'll probably put about 5 or 6 hours into the game, and then I'll probably put it down for like 6 months.
What class are you choosing?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
I'm going Nomad.
I was gonna say Nomad, but I'll see. I don't know yet. But I have to play this, just because I want to see what this is
you
about.
bought a game just to see what it's about.
Yeah. Yes. I bought the game just to see what it was about because, CD Projekt Red, they put these dudes on this high pedestal, and then all how they was talking about they respect our money, all the controversy and stuff that followed with CD Projekt Red for like 2 years now, and all the delays and everything. I have to see this game. I have to. Like
That's gonna be fire.
We'll see.
I'm hearing there's a lot of bugs though. Shout out to my man Harvey.
It's a lot of bugs.
Yeah, he got the game early
On PlayStation, Xbox, where?
on PlayStation.
Okay.
And he's saying there's a lot of bugs in that game, man.
Well, we're gonna talk about a patch that's supposed to be coming anyway. We'll talk about that.
The day
We're
one
gonna
patch is
criticize.
50 something gigs, bruh. The game alone is 60 some gigs, and the day one patch is 50 some gigs. So, yeah.
Jesus. But let's talk about these PS Now games real quick, right?
Yes,
So PS Now, the service that people love to ignore and hate, added some new games to the list for December. So the new games is Horizon Zero Dawn, Stranded Deep, Broforce, Wreckfest, The Surge 2, Darksiders 3. Some pretty good games here. Some really good games here, actually. Bari, what's your thoughts, man? How you feeling about this month's PS Now editions?
Listen, PS Now is definitely the best subscription service you can get. You know what I'm saying? Now that they re-added Horizon Zero Dawn in there, that's also a great game. So you ain't play that, I don't know how. But I see a lot of people always saying that PS Now is not equivalent to Game Pass, or Game Pass has no equal. But the games that is already in PS Now and they go into Game Pass, people praise. You know what I mean? And then I seen people saying, "Oh, but Darksiders 3 was already in Game Pass, I think, right?" So I'm just like, "Yo, so you're saying that for Game Pass when a game goes to PS Now, but all the Bethesda games that you guys are hyping up for Game Pass that was in PS Now for months, PS Now is irrelevant, and nobody care about it. I think this is the most like push agenda thing that's going on in the gaming community when people's trying to push Game Pass and ignore PS Now. It's ridiculous. But once again, this is just, these games are just added on to the most games you will ever see in a game catalog for these game services in any service. And that's PS Now. You have over 800 and something games, almost 900 games that's in the catalog to play if you subscribe to PS Now. You know what I mean? And then you have some of PlayStation exclusives that's in there, the best games in there. Like I don't get it. And then if you subscribe to PS Now, you don't need PS Plus to play the games online. Where with Game Pass, you have to either get it separate if you just have the basic Game Pass, or you have to go to the upper tier with Ultimate to get the multiplayer included, where you have to pay more. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't see how people even will think that Game Pass is better than PS Now, but it's all right. It's cool. The games are doing the talking. Like yo, look at it for someone. Look at this for a second. Now shut up, right? The service is cheaper overall. $10 a month, $60 a year. You have more games in the service than Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need the multiplayer service to play the multiplayer games in PS Now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You also have the luxury of just like play. PS Now is kind of like play anywhere, because there's times where I was playing Ni no Kuni 2. And I was just playing it here on PS Now, on my PS4. Then I played on my PS Vita. Then I was playing it on the PC. That's to continue all over the place. You know what I mean? So you have that play anywhere aspect as well. You can stream as well, which Game Pass just added xCloud to it just like a couple of months ago. With PS Now, you had that since day one. I just don't get it. And then you have the best games in gaming that is added in the service, like God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. You know what I mean? They have Bloodborne. Is still I don't get it. Yeah, Game Pass is great. It's a great service. I'm not knocking Game Pass, but when you compare both of them and go pound for pound, which service is better, I don't see how people even saying Game Pass is better. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
no.
My bad, yo.
Keep you stay in that bag, man. I love it. Trust me. This is about to turn into What's Up to Bari? What's Up Bari podcast. What's up, Bari? No, but when it comes.
Yo, we should do a segment like that. What's up, Bari?
What's up, Bari? Persona? Yeah. Yo, is that a new segment that might be coming to the show? Hey, man, listen, man. Brainstorming live. Y'all seeing it here. But listen, When it comes to PS Now, I'll say this: PS Now, Bari has definitely been the front runner for PS Now since way back in the day. Because I've always, way back in 2014, 2015, when it was Gaikai, when they were really like just starting to pump this out, I was very against streaming, and to this day, I'm very against streaming. I don't care if it's PS Now, Game Pass, or whatever. I don't like the streaming. Right? I'll try it out, sure, but I don't want that to be my main form of gaming. The fact that you could download a lot of the majority of the PS4 games, all of them actually, that's great, perfect. So that's a good thing, and I think you can download some PS3 games too as well. Or I think majority of them might be streaming.
PS Now is PS3 games is streaming.
Streaming, right? Yeah, and the streaming is pretty solid. Like I've tried it with Infamous and Star Wars, The Force Unleashed, and I've tried it with some games. And the streaming, and I've got gigabit internet though, so the streaming was phenomenal. But that's just not, but you know how I feel. That's just not a feature that I can support in any capacity.
Yeah, it's just a luxury feature to me. I don't think that should be the main thing.
Yeah,
but it's just like, okay, this is convenient at a time.
Yeah,
well, I do. Like, I started my channel talking about PS Now, man. 2014, like that's some of my first videos that I was talking about. But everybody was so against it. But they love it now. they
were very against. It's funny. They were very people hated PS Now. And granted, PS Now's pricing structure was really off in the beginning because it wasn't just one price. You were paying individual prices for specific games for a specific time frame. So it was very messy in the beginning. But what it is now,
rent a game. Each game, and you had like different tiers of renting, like a day, a week, a month, 3 months. It was wild. It
was bad. It was bad, right? I think Bari and myself both can agree to that. But seeing what PS Now has evolved into now, in present day, it's wild. Like it's a night and day difference.
No cap, one of my videos on PS Now, I at PlayStation, I put this video in the forums and everything. I said, PS Now needs to be a subscription service. It needs to be a subscription service. And what happened a couple of months later? And now subscription. And a lot of people was like, PS Now is cool, but it should be subscription. It came with subscription. What happened? They was out of there.
It suddenly changed to, the PS3 games. Now I want to be able to download the games. I shouldn't have to stream because everybody's internet is it was always with PS Now. There always was an excuse.
But if my internet goes down, you're not gonna play it.
There was always an excuse with it. You feel me? But yeah. So shout out to the PS Now. Shout out to the people that do enjoy the service and play the games. Enjoy these new games that's in there. So yeah, that's that. But let's move on to something that kind of took me by surprise, Bari. I was surprised at this. You might not have been surprised. And it's funny. I'm gonna be honest. I don't play this game. I do not like Fortnite. I don't. Not at all. But one of my favorite PlayStation characters is gonna be in the game. I'm gonna talk about it. Now I ain't gonna act like, this is what's the phrase people love to say, Bari? People that guys, this is something that people love to say when they don't play games. This is great for gaming. What? This is great. I think even though I don't like it, I think it's great for gaming. Is it great for you? Like, listen. Fortnite, we all know Fortnite is extremely popular. Like, this is one of the biggest games within the industry on the market right now, pulling in billions of dollars and has millions of players to this day. I think last month they had 15 million players playing in at one time or something like that. So Fortnite is a very popular game, and it's no surprise to see a lot of different characters make their way to this platform as guest characters. The fact that Epic and PlayStation are in bed when it comes to business, right? PlayStation has a minority stake in Epic's company, 250 million, so about maybe 1-2% stake in the company, right? They playing nice. So, and Epic showed off their Unreal Engine 5 on the PlayStation 5. Like, listen, they're definitely in bed right now. They're playing real nice with each other, and they're trying to make the best out of the hype that both platforms have. Because let's be honest here, with Epic with Epic and Fortnite, the hype and the hype that this game has is, flip that to PlayStation, and I mean, just look, PlayStation 5 is it's the hottest commodity out right now. Like it's up there with Jordans, right? It's up there, right? People are literally sleeping outside of GameStops for the PlayStation 5. Like, people are breaking down doors, paying thousands of dollars to get this PlayStation 5. You feel me? So seeing Kratos make its way there, seeing Epic and PlayStation do business, I'm not surprised, because it's really going to prove to be lucrative for both sides. Now, the other part of it too is, and this is more so the PlayStation side. I think PlayStation, when they do business, they don't do business. When it comes to PlayStation, they don't do business for nothing. There's always going to be an outcome, or there's an underlying reason why things happen the way they do. Now, when it comes to Kratos, we know that God of War is coming next year. Could this be, and this is just me kind of spitballing, this is, tinfoil hat moment, guys. Put your tinfoil hats on. This could be them, putting Kratos out there on one of the largest games out right now to get Kratos and God of War in people's minds and prepare them for that. Got, like, some crazy God of War teaser or trailer or something, like, just building that hype. You feel me? Bari, what you think, man? Like, I know you don't care about Fortnite either, but give me your thoughts on this.
I actually like Fortnite. I actually remember I was streaming Fortnite, and I told people that this game is going to succumb. It's going to surpass PUBG. Everybody called me crazy. Everybody called me an idiot. Everybody was like, "No, you don't know what you're talking about. You're not a gamer." Look what happened. That was back like in 2015, 16, I think. But I don't play Fortnite like that. You know what I mean? Because it's not like one of my games I play. But this, to be honest with you, is one of the most idiotic moves I've ever seen PlayStation done. Especially when they put Horizon on PC, it's up there as a stupid ass move that they have done. This is what this not everything needs clout just to become even more popular. Okay, Kratos is synonymous with PlayStation, is a tempo character. Now you have this man looking like a goofball on Fortnite because it's a popular game. This is great for gaming. Just because millions of people's playing it doesn't mean you have to degrade the character to have him dancing as a cat, doing the floss, doing all that bullshit. This is dumb ass move. Okay, yo, this is what pisses me off, man. This is what pisses me off is that, yo, there's certain things, yo, I'd rather you have some pride and some dignity than just going chasing clout, because everything you mentioned is Fortnite's popular. People's lining up. People's doing this. People's playing this. Who gives a fuck? You are degrading your character just because you want. Oh, God of War is coming out. Let me put this character on one of the most popular game so people can know who Kratos is. Everybody know who Kratos is in gaming. That's why you see all the people acting crazy. Yo, Kratos is in Fortnite. How they know who the hell is Kratos? Because they already knew the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God of War 2018 sold well. It wasn't on Fortnite. Yeah. God of War's previously sold well. It wasn't on Fortnite. You don't need Fortnite to sell well. What you want? 500,000 more copies of your game? And then now people's gonna associate this character as this dumbass character with his serious face and axe, but he can do all these dumbass dances in the game. Nobody's gonna take this character serious no more, because now majority of the casual market is looking at this character doing the floss. All that, yo, boy, all that, yo, I'm slicing off guys' heads don't mean nothing no more, because majority of the people that's now going to be seeing Kratos is doing the floss and doing the whatever cool dance that people talk about now. looking like a dumb. Yo, the first thing people did with Kratos is him doing a cat dance. Nobody was talking about Kratos just chopping down trees. Oh, I want a game of Kratos. No, they was posting up doing a cat dance. Stop it, man. You don't have to degrade your character just to chase clout. The character is already popular. Dumbass move. I'm done, man. I'm online though. Did you see anybody win the game with Kratos? Yo, I won the game with Kratos. Did you see that? Or you see people doing these dumbass dances? Look what Kratos can do. I'm dancing like a cat. That's all you saw. Degrading the character. This is a serious tone character. Now you have this dude looking like a dumbass.
Bro.
Real talk. I don't care how popular Fortnite is.
Yo,
it's no different than you saying, "Oh, let's put Kratos on PC," because now the PC market can play him, and then when God of War 2 comes out, Ragnarok come out.
Well, see that. And see, I agree with everything. Okay, so I agree with everything that you said, 100%, 100%. When it comes to Kratos as a character, maintaining the ethos of that character is diminished now with him being in Fortnite doing, like, I ain't gonna lie, when I was seeing like the clips of him dancing with like these girly dances and shit, I'm gonna be honest, man, that really had me pissed off. I'm just like, damn, bro, that's like damn, it was disgusting to see. I'm gonna be honest, but I think
it's a dumb match, bro. It's a dumb match. Yeah, he got an axe, cool, but yo, you can't put Kratos, like, you can't degrade your characters like that. That's one thing Nintendo, like, as much as people want to diss Nintendo and whatnot, you know what people have respect for? They have respect for their characters. Nintendo also have respect for their characters. You don't see Mario in every single thing. They put Mario in things that make sense to put Mario in. Kratos doesn't make sense to put him in Fortnite.
Well, my thing is this though. I think where PlayStation, either, I don't know how the business deal went or whatever, or how this is working, but you know, is Kratos exclusive to people that play Fortnite on PlayStation, or is this across the board? That's
PC, Xbox, all that.
That's my problem as well. Because I'm like, look, PlayStation, the idea is to get people on your platform. The idea is to get people playing the game on PlayStation, especially PlayStation 5. You feel me? Like, the idea is to get people there, right? How do you do that? You put exclusive skins, you know, that's how you do it. The fact that he's playable anywhere, it's breaking down that barrier even more of, and you know, this is going outside of this topic, but it's breaking down that barrier more of, oh well, you know, if the character can be playable on a third-party game on any platform, then God of War should be able to be played anywhere. Like, no.
Yo, Fleshy makes perfect sense here. Why wouldn't they put in Sackboy or something? That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Sackboy, come give some clout to Sackboy. Kratos is a character that don't need that. Especially if you're gonna have him looking like a dumb fool. He does not need that. Yeah. Kratos doesn't need Fortnite, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care how popular it is. Yeah, you gonna get some more sales. Whoop-de-doo.
Well, I think that's. I think at this point that's
like an idiot.
I think at this point that's PlayStation's focus. You know, I think with them, they're trying to sell. They want to sell as many copies of PlayStation 5s of games as possible. So I think they're pulling out all the stops when it comes to marketing.
They're trying to brand the character into like this.
It's a pop culture name. Yes. But they're doing that to sell more copies, like when they do put out standalone games and things like that.
Bro, but Kratos already is a household name. Who doesn't know in gaming? Who doesn't know Kratos? Every time people have these top tier lists or these versus lists, Kratos is always in top 5 or top 3.
I agree. I agree 100%. But let me play devil's advocate here, Bari. I agree 100%. 100%. Who doesn't know Kratos? I'll tell you who's, and this is me playing devil's advocate. I'll tell you who doesn't know. A casual that only plays
No,
Fortnite. Someone
that's
that only
bullshit.
played, someone that's just getting into gaming. You get what I mean?
Persona. I seen the clips. I seen the videos. I seen these random Fortnite Twitch streamers. It was like, oh, Kratos is in Fortnite. How did they know the Kratos? How did they know where is he from? They know him from God of War. I'm telling you, they know the character already.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very popular character.
Mm-hmm.
That's like somebody saying, "Oh, if Master Chief was going to be in Fable, which I hope Xbox doesn't do, people's going to be like, oh, I don't know who Master Chief is." Come on, let's be real. They know who Master.
No,
I
they
don't give
know.
a fuck
They know.
how casual you are.
They
That's
know.
like saying you don't know who Mario is.
People
It's like,
don't. People
it's
know
up there.
Mario. People know Mario. Yeah, definitely up there. But I think with PlayStation, they're trying to reach as many people as possible. They're trying to break through their audience and just reach everybody. That's how I
Yo,
think.
but the thing is like I'm not saying you agree with that, but if people have that sentiment, right? If you people go around and speaking on that sentiment that they're trying to reach everybody, they're trying to that means that they're gonna be putting their joint on PC. Why
No,
not
no,
put
no.
your joint on
That's what
Xbox?
I'm saying though. No, no, no. I don't agree with him being on there. I don't agree with him being all over like that. If they were going to do it, it should have been exclusive to PlayStation. It should have, because Spider-Man is exclusive to PlayStation when it comes to Marvel Avengers. You have to have a PlayStation in order to play that character. Why is it that a character that you built in-house doesn't get that same treatment? It's those backwards things like that PlayStation does that throws me off, where I'm like, PlayStation, what are you doing here? Like, what is the purpose of this, right? When it comes to, again, the dancing, the flossing, shaking his ass and all that stuff, I don't like that shit, man. And I'm and not even just as a cat, just period shit like that. I just feel like men shouldn't do. But that's a different
So
conversation for a different time.
to me, it
But
just shows that you don't really have respect for the character. You know what
yeah,
I mean? You rather chase, silver and gold rather than just having some dignity. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And I'm not saying that you can't put a PlayStation character in Fortnite and all that stuff, but Kratos is not a good fit in my opinion. To me, now the character just look like a joke. And majority of the people that does play Fortnite but don't play God of War and all that stuff, they're gonna look at this character. Oh, look what dance moves I can do. That's what I'm saying. That's the first thing people's doing, because they take Kratos is a very serious character. Now you having this silly ass game, they're gonna do all the silly shit, and that's what's gonna be memes. That's what people's gonna know the character for mostly. Everybody love to talk about the casuals, but now the casuals gonna know Kratos mostly for this character in Fortnite
mm-hmm.
doing some dumbass dance.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I
What
agree,
the hell?
100%.
Oh, yeah, man.
But we can stay on that topic for like ever. But let's move on, man. I love this energy from Bari today. Persona 5 is celebrating their 25th anniversary in 2021, and the at the PlayStation Awards, the Japanese PlayStation Awards 2020, Wada, the game director is Kushiya Wada. He expressed that they were delighted for winning the award at that PlayStation Award show, and they said that at the 25th anniversary of the Persona series next year, they have exciting plans planned. Right. So just put the tinfoil hat on, boy. Let's speculate real quick, man. What do you think those exciting plans are? Do you think we're getting a Persona 6 announcement? Do you think we might, they might announce that the game is going to be on other platforms? Do you think we might get what do you think these exciting plans might be in terms of announcements?
No, I would just like to get a remaster of 3 and 4. Put them on the consoles, on PlayStation 5 or 4, and I'll be happy with that. 'Cause that's where I started Persona on 3.
Yeah.
From my college roommate. He was like, "Yo, Bar, you need to play this." I was like, "What the hell is that?" Like Persona. I was like, "All right." I played 3. Right after I beat 3, I went to 4, beat 4, got golden on the Vita. Well, I deleted it because I wanted to get some saves, but I forgot that the Vita, if you delete the game, delete your saves as well. And I was just like, I don't know if I should even start this game back again. But Yeah, let's remaster those games, man, or even remaster Golden if they want to, because Golden they made it a little easier
Yeah,
than the original 4.
yeah.
But yeah, I'll just I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
I don't know if we're going to get a sixth announcement. It's a little too early, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
We might get a tease. Not, it's not gonna be a full fledged announcement. It could be a tease. I'm
yeah,
still waiting on that Persona Scramble. That's the game. That
yo,
Muso
that's
game.
officially coming out. I think in February
Yeah, yeah,
next year.
February 2nd. I don't. It's not called Persona Scramble either. It's called Persona.
They changed the name.
For the West, they changed the name. I forgot
Oh,
what the
Phantom
name.
Striker.
Yeah. Persona Phantom Striker. That's the name of it for the West. I liked Scramble. I don't know why they changed. I guess I don't know why they do what they do when it comes to putting these games in the West. But
I think because it was people was thinking that Persona 5 was coming to Switch, so you had like P5S,
yep.
and people was getting confused with that. So I guess they're just changing the name.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Persona 5 Phantom Striker is that's coming out in February, that's the Muso version of Persona 5, which I love Muso games. I love them. So that is a day one. I cannot wait for that. In terms of announcements, I would hope for Persona 6. That'd be pretty cool. Persona 6 announcement.
Persona 5 came out, what, 2017?
Yeah. And then,
2021? I don't think we're going to get a new
no,
game
we might not.
announcement.
Or they might
I'll be
announce
like,
a new game. Like, we don't know. It might be a new IP. I don't know. It'll be
hey,
cool. It'll be
if it's a
exciting
new
to see.
Persona game, hey, that's shout out to the people
That's
that
good for
want
gaming.
That.
That's good for gaming.
I'm just saying, I would like a remaster of 3 and 4.
Yeah. I would definitely want a
4
remaster, either a remake or a remaster. I preferably listen, man. We on Bari. First off, no, let me stop you right there. We are on the PlayStation 5. We are on the greatest console of all time. You understand? We are in the greatest generation of all time. You understand? Gen 9. You understand? Leave these remasters in the back, bruh. I want remakes. Let's PlayStation 5. We need remakes out here. No more remasters. I want remakes.
No, I'm saying 'cause, Golden is on PC and it ain't on console yet. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on with that? Maybe that's an announcement. I'm just being more practical with these announcements. Sometimes we go to the.
I like to go over the top.
Yeah.
I love to go over the top with the announcements. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Persona. Let's get into some Cyberpunk news, man. So let's talk about this pre-launch patch. So if you get the game early, there is a pre-launch. This isn't the day one patch, by the way, folks. I need you guys to understand. This is the pre-launch patch. So if you manage to snag the game early and you pop the game in, right? There's going to be a pre-launch patch that is 43 gigs.
Sheesh.
And then the developer themselves confirmed that this is an update, but fun twist. It's not the update we'll have for launch. So meaning there's going to be a day one patch that may, and again, we don't know for sure, but if the pre-launch patch is 43 gigs, what can we expect the day one patch to look like here? Bari, give me your thoughts on this. Pre-launch 43 gigs?
Hey, man.
Listen, are we looking at a spectacular bug situation here?
Listen, if you don't crunch, your stomach going to look big. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to crunch it up. You want to get that six-pack. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this game, man. But like I said, from what I'm hearing, especially from people in this community that played it early, they saying the game is buggy. And the person they already got, I guess, that pre-launch patch that you're talking about, because they said it was about 50 gigs that patch, and the game was still buggy after that. Jesus but Christ. With this day and age, people like bugs, man. They think it's charming. I seen an IGN reviewer talk about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Can I get $1?
Okay.
And the man was saying the game is good, but he has game-breaking bugs. Some weird bugs, some weird glitches. Man said, yo, 8 out of 10. So you know what I mean? When it comes to certain games, bugs is not a problem. It is cool, it is nice, and it is charming for the game.
Nah, no. See, you got it wrong, Barry. Bugs are only a problem when it's someone's favorite. Bugs are only a problem when it's not someone's favorite game, or when it's not a critically acclaimed game.
I take it higher. Bugs is only a problem when it's a PlayStation exclusive game. Because
You
none of the
messy
bugs
today.
that people were talking about for Days Gone was charming or cute. But Assassin's Creed, nobody having no issues, right? Everybody just busting bugs.
I had game breaking bugs on the PlayStation 4 with that game. Like, I can't imagine anyone playing through it. Like, I love Assassin's Creed Valhalla, by the way, on PlayStation 5. Let's be straight. 60 frames, beautiful. The game runs smooth. Like, there isn't a whole lot of issues for me personally. On PlayStation 4, that game, and you guys saw the video. If you follow me on Twitter, I put the video up. That game was, the characters weren't showing up. It was skipping. It's all types of issues. Yo, I can't imagine people playing that on the PlayStation 4. Now, when it comes to CD Projekt Red and when it comes to Cyberpunk, this is a game that everybody loves. Everybody wants to love this game. People are putting CD Projekt Red on its pedestal since Witcher 3, even though they didn't play Witcher 1 or 2, and trying to give CD Projekt Red this god status in the industry because they were trying to be gamer friendly, quote unquote, when it comes to your money. Like, oh, we respect your money. Oh, we, things like that. You get what I'm saying? Which, I always, like, y'all know how I feel about Witcher. You feel me? I think Witcher 3 is to me, it's just not that great of a game. I just had a hard time playing through it. But, I also never looked at CD Projekt Red as this high quality, up there with Naughty Dog type of studio. I'm like, no, for me personally, you've got to work for that, right? Naughty Dog, again, let's use Naughty Dog as the example, right? Naughty Dog is a top tier studio within the industry. We're not talking just PlayStation. These people are top tier, right? They are the pinnacle when it comes to game industry, game development. They are the bar, right? Everyone else is striving to get there. A lot of folks aren't there. There's a couple of studios that are up there with Naughty Dog, in my opinion, but very few. You can count the studios on one hand, maybe a couple fingers off the second. But to look at CD Projekt Red and give them that type of like one of the greatest studios to come out of gaming status, I personally and again, guys, this is just my opinion. I personally don't see it. I do not see it, and I didn't see it in Witcher. And I'm gonna be honest, Cyberpunk 2077 looks great, right? It looks like a dope game. Right, I'm really intrigued, and it's funny. A lot of my intrigueness, I don't even know if I'm using that word right, but most of what I'm intrigued about with the game is a lot of other people are so hyped about this game. A lot of people are willing to defend this game to the end of time. CD Projekt Red is, the delays, the crunch, all of the controversy, all these different things that CD Projekt Red that have surrounded CD Projekt Red for like the past year or so, right? And the gameplay that I've seen outside of the hand-to-hand combat, the gameplay that I've seen with the game, it looks interesting. I love first-person shooters, although I would have wanted CD Projekt Red to go for a third-person approach with Cyberpunk 2077. I'm really intrigued by this game. There's a lot going on. So, out of all of that, I'm willing to give them $60 and give this game a try. Because I had the collector's edition pre-ordered and all that. I had to scratch all that out.
They had a collector's edition for consoles?
Yeah, they had the collector's edition for consoles. I had to scratch all. I was like, hell no. I was like, hold on. When all that controversy and stuff started coming out, they delayed the game. I was like, oh no. Let's back this up. Let's cancel this collector's edition. Because no, hell no. But I'll still buy it and give it a try. So I'm going to give it a try next week. But seeing shit like this, 43 gig pre-launch patch updates. We don't even know what the day one patch is going to look like, right? But seeing all this stuff, I have to imagine why no one is... I have to wonder, why is no one as vocal about this as they were about Naughty Dog? with the leaks and all this stuff and the things that they were doing, because it's gonna play into the second part of this story, right? Or a second part of Cyberpunk, right? CD Projekt Red issues a statement on Cyberpunk 2077 videos after street date is broken, right? And so essentially, Cyberpunk is getting leaked. People that have the game early are leaking things, right? But why? Again, and I'm gonna make this comparison because I have to. When it was Last of Us Part 2, people were going out of their way to spoil this game for people. Why am I not seeing? Huh?
Is it really getting leaked?
According to what they're saying, yeah, there were videos up that they had to take down, and they issued the statement.
I remember with Last of Us, like legit, I had to mute and block a whole bunch of people because they was atting me and trying to leak stuff about the story.
Yeah,
I have not muted or any words for Cyberpunk, and I don't know what's going on.
Exactly, but see, and that goes back to what I'm about to say, Bari. When it was Last of Us Part 2, people were going out of their way to leak and spoil this game. I'm not seeing anything remotely close to that with Cyberpunk 2077. I have to ask you, Bari, why do you think that is? Why do you think that you haven't had to go out of your way to mute words like Cyberpunk 2077 leak and all this stuff so that you wouldn't see spoilers? Why do you think that is?
There's no blind hate towards the developers or the creator of the game, like people have for Neil Druckmann and Naughty Dog. We don't know the story if they kill off anybody. I guess this is a new IP for them, so we don't know. And yeah, like RK says, agendas, man.
It's agendas. It's agendas. Put the ladies and gentlemen, put the tinfoil hats on. We going down that road today. It's agendas. It's agendas. It's crazy because anything PlayStation related, it's a problem. It's blown out of proportion. It's looked at under a microscope. This game, Cyberpunk 2077, has gone to hell, and it's still in hell, in my opinion, until I play the game. Lackluster hand-to-hand combat. Taking things out the game. They literally took things out of the game that was promised prior.
That's no. Oh, the self-promise. That's different.
No.
No, because I was about to say that's normally that happens in video games where they take stuff out so they can meet their deadlines or whatever. Like Persona excitement for the game is different than mine. Like I'm excited for this game like big time. Like it's definitely been on my radar. It is kind of spooky how it always got delayed though, because this is my third time buying this game because of the delays.
But Bari, any other game, it would be a problem though. That's what I'm trying to say. Any other game that got delayed this much, people would be worried. I don't see that type of worryism, and I'm probably using that word wrong, and I don't care. I don't see that type of. It's a new word on the What's Up PlayStation podcast. I don't see that type of worryism for Cyberpunk. Why? This game has been delayed 3 times.
People was defending the studio too, man. Like I just think because a lot of people like CD Projekt Red and GOG and all that stuff because they're PC friendly and they don't care if you pirate their games and all that stuff. So people's like, oh wow, these people are for the people, you know what I mean? So they're gonna act differently when it comes to whatever actions CD Projekt Red does. And that's really what it is, man. That's really what it is. If The Last of Us is already on PC and it was a PC game and all that stuff, nobody would have no issues with The Last of Us, man. But the fact that you have to go out your way to get it on PlayStation and then you kill the character that these quote that they loved and all that.
Yeah.
Hey man, I ain't gonna go and say no more because I know people's gonna be like, spoilers, baby. I didn't get the game because it's not on a $20 sale yet.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Man. That's a fact. But so Cyberpunk 2077 pre-launch patch 43 gigs. We don't know what the full game patch is gonna be. I'm still excited to play the game. Like I do want to play the game. You know what? No. Let me not say.
The patches like fix the bugs that I've seen and heard, then
It's
I don't have
fine.
no issues you patching your games.
No,
You know what I mean?
patch
I
the
don't have,
game. Definitely patch the game. It's just I want the community to keep the same energy across the
my
board.
my
Energy's
thing
never
is
dropped.
that I ain't never really seen patch updates that big like that, be 40, 50
That's
gigs.
the size of a game.
That's like you adding content.
That's what
are
I'm
you
saying.
fin- are you finishing the story? You know what I mean?
That's what
Like
I'm saying. Jesus.
that's what that sound like.
Uh,
I seen patch updates like 20, you know what I mean, 20 gigs. What was the biggest patch update we probably seen? I'm trying to think. There was one that was pretty big too. Oh no, like games like Call of Duty, right? Well, last year with Modern Warfare, it was doing like 50 gig updates and patch updates, but they was also adding stuff to the game. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man.
yeah.
I think they adding stuff to the game and fixing the game as well. But we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I'll be
I'm
honest with you,
intrigued,
man.
man.
Yo, Guap, I don't really care how big the game is. That's crazy for a patch. That means everything that's included in the game has issues to have your updates that large. The game could be super, super big. Like, okay, but yo, have a 40, 50 gig patch update. And that's the pre-patch. That's not even the day one patch.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying that's okay because the game is large. Yeah, okay. So that means you're fixing every scope of the game. Because the game alone is like 50 gigs or 60 gigs.
Mm-hmm.
So every aspect of the game you're fixing. That's what that's telling me. Or you're adding content.
But yeah, let's move on from that Cyberpunk. I'm intrigued. We'll play it next week and see what's good. But yo,
Oh yeah,
man.
I'm definitely there day one. I'm definitely there.
Oh yeah, I'm
One.
gonna try it. Like, listen, I'm gonna put some time into it next week for sure, 100%.
Yeah, I'm excited for the game. I mean, people acting like I ain't. I've been clamoring for this game since like last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm excited for the game.
Oh
I've
yeah.
never been hating on the game, but yeah, Persona is bringing up valid points. You know what I mean? People have issues with other games when they do the same thing that this game is doing, but nobody's batting an eye when this game is doing it. That's all. That's all we're saying.
Keep the same energy. But yo, man, Bari, you and I both are big fighting game fans in these streets, man. Would you say you're a big fighting game fan, sir?
Oh yeah, you know the
Oh
vibes,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah. We ran an entire online scene. You feel
Get
me?
it on now. Yeah.
So, big fighting game fans out here, man. And so, one of the games that actually we really couldn't get no signups for was King of Fighters 13.
Oh, but you couldn't get no sign-ups, so everybody excited.
Exactly.
And
And
15.
now we've got or was that 14? No, it was 14. Why am I thinking 13? 13 was PS3. King of Fighters 14, right? But now we've got confirmation that King of Fighters 15 is in development, and our first official reveal will be January 7th, 2021. They also announced Samurai Showdown Season Pass 3, so those characters are going to be coming. And some of the early King of Fighter 15's details that we see is that Kaio, Benimaru, and Shie will return. And Shie is the lead protagonist of the story and has new moves. Team composition will be different from King of Fighters 14 and most ambitious King of Fighter games to date, according to SNK.
You talking about Shuni?
Shuni.
Yeah, Shuni.
Yeah, Shuni. And then Liana and Kay appear to be a part of King of Fighters 15 as well, which, a lot of the these are like some nice little silhouette art of Leon and Kay. If you play King of Fighters, you know that Iori, Kaio, Dan, not Dan, Joe, is that Joe? Yeah, Joe, Kay, Leon, there's gonna be a lot. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of characters that's definitely gonna be making comebacks. I think what was the old master? I forgot his name. Damn it, I forgot his name. But yeah, my whole thing with this King of Fighters is I hope they go back to the old art style of King of Fighters 13. I really don't want them to use this. I really don't like this new art style that they're using with King of Fighters 14. It just didn't appeal to me on the eyes. I would love for them to go back to a more old schoolish art style with King of Fighters 15, but we'll have to wait and see. But Bari,
That
yeah,
art style not gonna sell the game.
I
You know
know.
what I mean? They
Yeah,
got to upgrade it. They tried their darnest with 14. People didn't like that. People didn't buy the game because they thought the game was ugly. They didn't care about the fighting mechanics or nothing like that. They just care about the looks. They updated the game. People still ain't buy it.
yeah,
Where the graphics was 10 times better with the update. But yeah, I'm excited for King of Fighters, man. King of Fighters has always been like a difficult type of fighting games
yeah.
to like really master because the combos in King of Fighters are not easy.
No,
But
they are not.
it's this. I'm excited for 15, man. I like the art. I like the art style that they have here. I like the new look, the little silhouettes that they have here. My boy Benny Maru looking crazy, looking more flamboyant, but that man dangerous. So yeah, man, I'm just looking to get more character confirms, and I'm in there like swimwear, man. So I'm excited for the news. And like I said, King of Fighters, go into the trials and try to finish out them trial combos and see what happens.
You gonna
Them
get
things
washed.
is your hands gonna be hurting. You're gonna be like, oh damn.
Yeah, it's a lot of directional move combinations you gotta do. We're not even talking
Yeah.
like button. We're talking directionals, like the
Yep.
D-pad
Yeah,
directionals that you have to do. Yeah.
quarter circle, half. They got stuff where you gotta do like two half circles, half circle forward, half circle back, then quarter circle. And you have to link that while the person is juggled
Mhm.
while after doing the other special. It's
Mhm. Mhm.
crazy type of
Yes,
moves that you have to
it's
do.
insane. It's insane.
But
Um.
once you do learn it, it's a fun game. It is a team game.
Yeah.
So you're going to see a lot of characters. You're not going to see like 12, 15. You're
But
going to see like
it's a team game, but it's not like Marvel versus
not a tag
Capcom
game.
type of team game.
It's not tag.
It's a team game in the old school sense of you can swap out characters and stuff like that, or you can you use one character and then stuff like that. It ain't crazy like Marvel vs. Capcom, not at all.
Yeah, it's not a tag game. It's just
No,
more like if this person dies, the other person comes
yeah,
in.
yeah. But yo, let's move on. Yo, Barry, man, Division 2. Shout out to Division, man. Like, this actually caught me by surprise earlier this week. But Division 2 is going to be getting an update, and it will allow for 4K 60 frames per second on PlayStation 5.
Oh, word?
Yeah, man. I'm once this update hits, the update hits when did they say? The update hits February 2nd, 2021. You getting back in? You jumping back in once that update hit, or what's up?
No. Let me tell you something about life, man.
Yo, wait a second. Dude said, no.
Nah, because what the PlayStation 5 is doing is that it's turning console gamers into these PC foot dippers. Where we see these updates for these games, like, yo, we're gonna jump back in, we're gonna put our foot in there, and then we're gonna a week gone. You know what I mean? Like, yo, guys, look at this screenshot. 4K 60. Wow, amazing. Oh my God. Wow. This looks great on the PS5. And then a day later, we back to what we doing. You know what I mean? Playing Demon Souls or COD or something. So no, I'm not gonna foot dip in the game because I haven't played Division 2. Division 1 was fun at the times, but that game was just people was just basically cheating in the game. They were breaking the game. And, you know what I mean? And it just made the game not fun to play because we did a lot of those. What were the things called in Division? The PvP stuff. I forgot what the name was called. The Dark Zone. We did a lot of that.
The Dark Zone, yeah.
And it just didn't make the game fun. So Division 2, I didn't purchase. I think I got it free though. Was it free on PlayStation Plus or one of these services? I forgot what it was.
I think.
Well, I know I have it, but I haven't booted the game up. I haven't booted the game up at all. Division 2. So I'm not gonna foot dip in there, man. Just so I can see how it looks in 4K 60. You know what I mean? Maybe when I finish the games that I'm primarily playing, then I'll foot dip.
In other words, you're not gonna try it. That's it. It's
No,
over.
yeah.
No, you're not. No. I played Division 2. It was fun. The thing about Division 2 for me is that, like,
In fact, I did start Division 2. It was on sale for like $2. You remember that?
Nah, that wasn't Division 2. Mm-mm.
Yes, it was. Yo, I remember it was on sale on because I bought it. It was like $2 on on the PlayStation Store. Yo, tell me if I'm lying, yo. If you guys remember that sale, let me. It was recent too, because I remember I played it. I was like, damn, this game was like 80 something gigs, and I deleted it. I deleted. I was in the beginning that I deleted it. It was like for $2. I remember, yo. I remember.
No, I don't think Division 2 was ever $2. I'm be honest.
Bro,
I
I'm
don't
telling
remember.
you, it was. Yo, it was on sale for like $2. Yo, I kid you not. I promise you on everything. I remember buying it. It was cheap. It was cheap as hell.
The thing about Division 2 was like it was good. Like I had fun with it with the bit that I played. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. It's just I don't know. I always end up dropping it after a while for some reason. Like I'll play it for like.
See? The chat saying it.
Oh, it was. Oh wow, I must have missed that.
The chat never lies, man. The chat is always correct.
$2.
I remember, yo, bro. I remember that, bro. It was like $2, yo, for the game. Jeez. And I was like, nah, there's no way I'm passing this up. I don't play. There was no way I passed it up.
That's crazy.
Because I remember, yo, I remember like it was so cheap. It's like you basically got it free. That's why I was thinking like, what's it on PlayStation Plus? But it hit me. I was like, yo, it was mad cheap. It was mad. Yo, see, even Sick was saying it. Even Sick said it was
That's
cheap.
crazy.
I'm telling you.
I always play Division for like a month. I'll play it like hardcore, and then I'll just
we
drop
was on
it.
We was on one hard. We was on one hard.
Yeah, we was on one hardcore. I almost had the platinum for it. I could still low key go back and get the platinum because I just need to do all of the story missions on hard and collect the rest of the hologram things, and then I'll have the platinum, and that's it. The second game, I'm like maybe 40% with the trophies. I did finish the story. We finished the story. I think me and Vic had finished the story, and we was doing a lot of the end game content as well. And then I don't know, like I always drop Division games for some reason, and I always buy them and get excited because I love the games. I love the game. Like the game is great. It's fun.
Cool.
I love the game. I enjoy the game very much. But I don't know. I always drop it after like a month or so. Always drop it.
This is coming next year, February.
Yeah, I said February 2nd, 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try it. I'm definitely gonna try it out. For sure, I'm trying it out. I'm gonna get back on there. I'm a foot dip because I do want to see what that 4K 60 is looking like. Because one of the things about this game, one of the things about this game is, it's a good looking game, but I feel like that 60 frames for this type of game would definitely make it shine a bit more.
So Division wasn't 60 on PS4?
No, it was always 30. It's open world. Yeah, it's an open world game. You couldn't do that on PlayStation 4.
Right,
yeah, it's an open world game. True. Now having this at 60 open world like that, especially, it's gonna be pretty interesting. So I'll try. I'll try. I'll foot dip.
I might foot dip too, man. I might be there with you on that.
Yeah, I'll foot dip. But yeah, man. So Division 4K 60 coming February 2nd, 2021. Lock that date in, folks. So moving on, we got some vets leaving Japan Studio. Bari, this one kind of hurt, man. So Japan Studio veterans Kichiro Toyama and Kuzunobu Sato and Junya Okura, who between them worked on titles like The Last Guardian, Silent Hill, Siren, and Gravity Rush, have left the studio to form their own studio called Boken Game Studios. I love Gravity Rush 1 and 2. Great games. Silent Hill, I like the old school Silent Hill games, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm kind of, the jury's still out on that one. Last Guardian, I didn't finish. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Last Guardian was boring as hell to me, man. I'm just straight up, like, I don't know, I just couldn't finish it, man. I got like halfway through the game, and I was just like, "Look, man, this is just."
Last Guardian's a great game, man. That game is emotional, bro.
It is
all the work that you put in that game and the ending, it's very satisfying, man. I need to go back to that game and finish it actually too, yo. That's a game I'm gonna go back and platinum because I beat the game and I'm only like 8% trophies doing all that shit. I did it on stream.
Yeah, because you miss a lot of stuff. Like the world is actually pretty damn big.
Yeah, because I'm not one of those people that have the laptop next to me telling me the guides or what I gotta do. Like, yo, Barry, man, you didn't wait for him to poop and pick up the poop. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was a
I didn't know
trophy,
you could
sir.
do that.
I'm over here streaming the game. You know what I mean? And that was a game where I broke one of my rules, you know, on YouTube to actually do. You know what I mean? So I actually streamed that game, the full game. Yo, real talk. That game is a great game. Yo, people sleeping on that game. Don't sleep on that game, man. That game is amazing, man. Real talk.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
cap. That game is
No,
amazing.
I'm gonna give it another guy. I'm gonna give it another shot. I will maybe like end of next year or something, or the year after that. I'll be honest, because 2021 is looking really stacked.
Yo, we saying all this stuff, but yo, 2021, yo, it's looking crazy.
It's stacked,
dog.
bro. Ratchet and Clank for Horizon, God of War, most likely Final Fantasy 16, or Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2. Like it's stacked. It's stacked. It's stacked.
Gee.
I ain't got time for the bull. But yeah, so this was definitely sad. And it's crazy too, because I really do hope that we get Gravity Rush 3. Like, guys and girls, if there's one game that I think you all need to try out and play, Gravity Rush 2 is such a good,
they open up
fun
that game crazy
game. Like you must play this game. Like, I platinumed this game. So fun. The story is phenomenal. I highly recommend you play this game.
I don't think this means that we're not getting no Gravity Rush games or any other stuff.
I don't think that means that.
This is the people that worked in the game. They weren't like leads of any of these games. They just worked on them.
Yeah, but you know,
I'm looking at.
their feng shui on the games is now gone. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, it would be a different story if it was like the creative director. You know what I mean?
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that in a second, actually, because we just lost. Some to a lot of people are leaving these studios. Sony Ben has lost John Gavin, who's the oh my god, he was the game director, and we lost Jeff Ross as well. John Gavin and Jeff Ross both have left Sony Ben studios as well. They announced that earlier this week.
Nobody bought their game, man.
Well, this is the thing with John Gavin. He said that he just announced it, like, you know, this past week, but he said also in his tweet that he was actually gone from Sony Ben for like a year, almost like a year. And he's just now.
Dude, right?
Yeah, that's a bigger guy. He said that he had left like early 2019, but he's just now, announcing it and talking about it now. Jeff Ross, he left this week, and he's going to be moving to Chicago to pursue other dreams and things of that nature. So, you know, those are two of the game directors that have left. And Jeff Ross has worked on Cyclone Filter, the Uncharted Vita game, obviously Days Gone, and things like that. So it sucks to see them go as well. Then, again, people are leaving. So BioWare, which, you know, BioWare has made Dragon Age, they've made Mass Effect, and they've made the tragedy that is Anthem, right? Casey Hudson and what's the other guy's Mark? I forgot his last name. Mark Dara, the executive producers of Dragon Age and of Anthem and things like that. They both are leaving as well. They have left. They're gone.
You know, funny. They're supposed to announce the new Dragon Quest at the Game Awards.
Yep.
So hearing this is like the most notable names in BioWare that people pretty much know. I'm pretty sure everybody know Casey Hudson and Mark dude. I don't know him really.
Mark
like
Dara, yeah.
It's kind of weird that you're about to announce your game next week and then you get this news that they're leaving the studio.
Yeah,
which they washed up anyway. But it's all good.
So they have left BioWare, and the people that will be taking over. So Samantha Ryan, who's came to Electronic Arts after leading Warner Brothers Games, is one of the strongest leaders in the industry, and she will continue to oversee the studio. And then also Christian, Daly will be leading the Dragon Age project that is currently in development.
Christian Daly.
Yeah, Kristen Daly, and then also Mass Effect Legend Edition. Mike Gamble is going to be the leading the team that's working on the Mass Effect Legendary Edition remaster.
So this person just joined BioWare from Blizzard, is now going to be leading Dragon Age project. Yo, so that means this game ain't coming out for a minute. They're gonna show off some trailer, but you're gonna see like 2022, or you might not see a date.
Yeah, I don't think we're seeing a date for this for a minute.
Yeah, you're not just changing directors like that. Like, is the game complete? Unless
Hell
the game
no,
was
the game
already
ain't complete. That game ain't complete, bro. We're not gonna see Dragon Age 4 for at least another 2 years, at least two or 3 years. Too. Dragon Age Inquisition was really good. I enjoyed that very much. So Bari, clearly there's trouble at BioWare, man. What's talk about it, man.
You see that dog water game that they put out last year, or was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Anthem.
I think Anthem I think they're still reeling over that though. Like I think they're, because remember that Tell All article came out from Kotaku where they were talking about how, like, the inner workings of BioWare, they were doing things last minute. There was no real leadership, and there was a lot of mess.
They said they did the same things that they did with Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh, we do last minute and just create a great game. We're BioWare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did that with Anthem.
That didn't work out here with Anthem.
No.
Anthem, real talk, Anthem, the combat was cool, the flying was cool, but there was certain things in that game that was just annoying.
Yeah.
Outside of the bugs, it was just annoying, bro. Yeah. And it would be cool to play that game on PS5 now if it was like 60 and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still like in-game concepts that they had, in my opinion, that I would even play that game, even on the PS5, because it's just going to be annoying.
Yeah.
The whole tethering with co-op is annoying. You can't even play the game by yourself is annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, people complain about Godfall and Marvel's Avengers and all that stuff. But guess what? Guess what you can do with those games? You can play the game completely by yourself. Anthem, you cannot.
Yeah.
They're gonna randomly matchmake you with these dummies that don't explore. They fly to the point A to point B. They're not good at the combat. You know what I mean? And you gotta take care. You gotta babysit randoms. Garbage game. I was hyped for that game too.
I was hyped as hell for that game.
We was hyped for that game, bro. I remember we broke that game down, the trailer down, all that.
Yeah.
And for that game to come out like that, very disappointing, man.
Sad, man. And I played the hell out of it, man, thinking like, yo, it's gonna get better, and it didn't. It just didn't get better. So
yeah, we was playing the hell out of the beta. Was it beta?
The beta, the full game, all that, yeah. So with BioWare, man, they're really in like a really messed up position right now. They really have some, house cleaning that they need to do, and like policies and processes. They need to fix their process. Yeah, no, they clean the house. But they definitely need to work to get everything back in order.
BioWare. We can make a game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they
crazy.
Listen, man, it's a L. Talking about
they about to, whatever. All right, one last point before we move on. They about to make mad money. Whatever future projects they have, they about to get all of that money with that Mass Effect trilogy remaster thing. Regardless of people saying that it's not remake and all that stuff for Mass Effect. Yo, people are gonna go out and buy that game in abundance. Trust me, that trilogy is gonna be sold rapidly, quick. Great game.
Yeah, people gonna buy that. Even me, to a degree, I'll buy it.
Absolutely, I'm buying that. Absolutely.
But so moving on to something else that also has gotten delayed again, and this is another studio that needs to really get their act together. I don't know what's going on, but Marvel Avengers, again, a game that I love. Very fun game, very fun platinum, very grindy. Marvel Avengers, we're supposed to be getting Kate Bishop's story and DLC next Tuesday. And Marvel Avengers took to Twitter on December 3rd to let us know that the Omega level threat missions for Kate Bishop will be available in her story. And while the unique combat and operations are complete, the Omega level version of the Super Adaptoid mission and AIM cloning labs are going to need a little bit more time to polish, meaning that will not be made available at launch of December 8th when Kate Bishop's DLC story comes out. They're going to be pushing that back to a later date, but they did not give us a date on when we can expect that to be making its way to the game. Bari, what's going on here? Like, what's going on with these studios, bruh?
Yeah, man, that's the biggest thing that's hurting this game is just like when it comes to the part of the game that everybody complains about, the games as a service aspect, the end game portion. Uh, they gotta bring the content much quicker. And they're gonna chalk it up to COVID or whatever it is, but whatever it is, it's definitely hindering the game or hurting the game because even you hype this up for Kate Bishop, and then it's not even complete as far as all the content that you hyped up within that last war table about Kate Bishop. I'm still gonna be playing Kate Bishop's story and all that stuff.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because the character looks dope. But yeah, this game, I feel like once the content hits for this game, people definitely clamor back to it. But it's
Yeah.
definitely hurting them, because everybody complain about this game. Oh, it's games as a service. One thing, you can play this game from start to beginning, single player. You do not need that's not games as a service. The games as a service aspect is the end game portion, the Avengers initiative portion. After you reassemble the Avengers, the story, then you do the end game, games as a service, as far as them adding on additional content to the game. It can go from missions to characters. You know what I mean? The characters are free. You're not paying for the characters. You're getting that for free. You're gonna have costumes and stuff like that where you have to pay for, but you're gonna have other costumes that you just earn for free. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the content, they got to pump that stuff out much quicker. You know, change up the variety with the hive missions and some of the missions. I think they need to add, and then the game will be good, man. But you if you're gonna put that games as a service, title on there, you have to dish out the content faster than usual, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But other than that, I like the game, man. The game was fun. I'm the best store ever, no cap. And the combos, the combat system was great. It was fun. Still stuff in that combat system where I feel like I could still learn in that game because other characters I haven't put that much time in, like I did with like Thor or somebody like Iron Man or something like that. But yeah, I like the game, man. Hopefully, they can turn it around and get the content pumping out there and get these characters out there as well. Because honestly, we're supposed to be waiting for the next gen update that's supposed to be coming next week. That's where we're supposed to be at with this game, but it got delayed. Some things got delayed.
That the next gen update got delayed to 2021.
That's what I'm saying. Like the content is not it's not being pumped out there. Everybody's probably beating the game and then they leaving. But the thing is, everybody's saying that this game should just be single player, right? But they beat the game and then they gone. So if the game was just single player, what you was going to do with Marvel Avengers? You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. Yeah, people. I think a lot of people push more false information about this game where it hinders people from buying it. To be honest with you, or even playing it, because if you really look at Avengers, for people like me and you that put like hundreds of hours in the game, yeah, the content became stale because we've been doing the same thing for hundreds of hours. But a lot of these people, they haven't put that much hours in the game like that. And Avengers have a lot of content. From the war table stuff, it has a lot of content. You have a full-fledged story. You have a whole bunch of missions that you can do, individual missions for each character. There's 6 characters that you can do. And you have the hive missions. Then you have the heroic hive missions. Then you have the elite hive missions. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff to do in that game, man. But then you have they need to also add the more villains too, as far as like the villain sector stuff.
Yeah.
They was rotating the same 2 villains, all the time. Abomination.
Yeah, they should have added more like sideline, B level villains or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
There was not enough villains in the game to really be like, oh, there's so much to do here. Like with that stuff should have been there as well, and also, the matchmaking portion of it. You can't go into a game with this. So if Bari's using Thor, I can't use Thor. And it's like, yo, I get what you're trying to go for here, but you can't do that because it's going to severely limit friends that may want to play or people that want to. It's going to limit.
I get where you're coming from with that. I can agree, but I can also disagree with it because to me, honestly, if I was to see 2 Thors, I'd be like, this joint is corny. You know what I mean? Because you see the same.
Stop it, Bari. Stop it, man. Come on.
Yeah, I would because that would look crazy. Because
when you see 2 Ronins or 2 assassins, you think that's corny?
Yeah, but those characters don't have like a personality. They're not. They're just a shell of what you can pick. Thor is an actual character. That's what I mean.
Come on, bro.
It's not like it's like a multiplayer versus game. It's a PvE kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's like you playing the Uncharted co-op missions and everybody's Drake. Does that happen?
But yes.
No, I don't remember that happening.
Yes, you can pick whoever you want.
Oh, in the PvP.
Yes, even in the co-op, you can pick whoever you want.
I don't remember that at all in the co-op. Not everybody was Drake in the co-op. To me, that just looks dumb. That's like if Gotham Knights was out, everybody wants to be Batgirl. You gonna have 2 Batgirls playing the game? To me, that looks
yes.
That's dumb to me, man.
I mean, if you want people to but see, if they're gonna do that, you might as well not put the multiplayer aspect into the game because no one's gonna be that militant with playing games, with playing multiplayer games. People want to play with who they want to play with. You can't put those type of restrictions on it's just like with skill-based matchmaking in COD. Everybody isn't phase, optic, or all this other shit. No one is trying to play sweaty matches every single match and some people just want to play. That same type of thinking needs to go into this. You can't put these militant style restrictions on these type of multiplayer games expecting casuals and people that's just trying to get on to play with friends or just get on to play with people to not be able to do that because their favorite character they can't use or they can't find people because that's also other people's favorite. How is that fair? That's not a good experience. You gotta remove those restrictions.
Choose different friends to play with.
Yo, stop, Bari, stop it, bro. Come on, are you serious, dude? Are you serious right now?
I'm dead ass.
You're wilding. You're wilding, dude.
What happened if somebody picked Thor? What would happen?
You can't use. You would leave.
Exactly.
That doesn't matter. But who wants to continuously go through that, man? No one's trying to continuously go through that. Some people just want to play.
No, I'm saying that for them to do that with the game, they would have to rework the whole type of game.
No, they wouldn't.
They would, because you're gonna have 2 Thors dropping 2 Warrior Fury all over the damn screen, dropping the Bifrost. They will have to rework the whole game, bro. I'm telling you, I don't think it's as simple as just adding 2 characters in there. The reason why they want to do that, and honestly, to me personally, when it comes to a game like that in a PvE portion, I wouldn't even want that. I wouldn't even want 2 Thors or 2 Miss Marvels in there. It would look corny to me, like 2 characters out there in the same saying the same quips.
So by that logic, then 2 people can't use the same. There can't be 2 Ryus fighting each other. There can't be 2 Kens. There can't be 2 Akumas. There can't be 2 Bisons. Like that. Like what the restrictions that you're putting on makes no sense.
No, you're missing the point. I said PVE. You're bringing up a PvP aspect. PvP, of course, two people's going to pick Ryu or Bison.
But
But I'm talking
PvE
about
is the same thing. It's really the
no.
same. When you have friends playing together, going through content, it's them playing together. That and experiencing the content. The content be the story, whatever. I don't see how two Thors or two Iron Mans on the field is going to be a bad thing.
To me, it will ruin the experience. That's like saying, "Oh, let's play Gears. Let's play Gears of War co-op. I want to be Marcus. I want to be Marcus too. You're gonna have two Marcus Phoenixes on the ground because
if I'm having fun, I don't give a fuck if it's 50 Marcuses on the field, bro. If the content is good, that's what matters to me.
You know what? Guess what, Persona?
Huh.
Even Gears doesn't agree with what you're saying because you can't do.
And that's why nobody's playing Gears online right now. Back to what I was saying. But
Gears 3, nobody was complaining like, "Damn, I want to be Marcus too." It would be corny as hell, bro. Stop it. Man.
All right, hey, listen. All right, and the game is dead. No one can find people to play with. So let the game. By your logic, let's just let the game die.
But that ain't the reason why the game is dead. Cause
no, you're right. That's not the main reason. But people can't find matches because the restrictions that's put on the heroes. If I'm Thor and there's 4 other people that are also searching for people to play with in a piece of content, and they're all Thor, they're not going to find anybody. So, oh well, we'll just sit here and matchmake hell, waiting for somebody to play, hoping that they pick Miss Marvel, Captain America, or whoever. Again, that's stupid. If we're trying to play together, right? If I'm trying to play with friends, or if I'm trying to just matchmake and just play some content, it should not matter how many Thors, how many Hulks, how many whoever is on the field, because it's a matchmake environment where we're trying to play and get through the mission. That's what matters.
I think that's dumb. I'll be honest with you. I think that's dumb because it will just look corny on the screen. You know what I mean?
Yo, I can't imagine you thinking like this and then saying this and then being okay with fighting games and all this other stuff with duplicate characters. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's PvP. The point is there's 2 people on opposite ends of the screen picking the same character to fight. That's the point. It doesn't matter.
I'm saying
if this was real life, if you and I were fighting in real life, I'm not going to morph into Bari so we both can be 2 Baris fighting.
You can't flip my argument and say if this was PvP. No, my argument is not PvP. It's PvE. It looks dumb.
No, your argument is
PvE game that has character development is having you pick the same character. Name one.
Bari, the point is it is a match-made environment. You cannot. What I'm saying is you cannot put. What I'm saying is now the character development stuff like that. I agree with the experience. Even in that regard, with the character development would still, if both people picked Marcus Phoenix, again, 2 opposite ends of the screen, that character development would still apply to both characters, because if they're talking to Marcus, oh well, we're both Marcus, so that still applies. What I'm saying is in a match-made environment, you cannot put those types of restrictions on a match-made environment and expect for the community to thrive. You have to remove those types of restrictions. You can't have that. You cannot have that.
I get that what you're saying. Like I said, I understand what you're saying, but I'm looking at it like, yo, that's gonna look dumb. I think that's even gonna make it look worse for the game, because you're gonna have it. You're gonna have 2 of the same characters on the screen saying the same damn things, doing the same damn move. It doesn't build any kind of challenge for the game. Like I said, they're gonna have to rework the whole game, because now you have 2 characters that's doing the same ultimates and specials, and you're gonna rework how enemies work. Everything. They obviously didn't plan for that aspect, to have 2 of the same characters on the screen.
No, they didn't. They definitely didn't. But maybe if that restriction was taken off, more people would be able to find more people to play with. Maybe people would have stuck around more and played the content because they were able to get in a match with anybody.
I think the content has to do more with people leaving the game and can't find matchmaking, because some people just don't want to do a next Hive mission over and over again so they can get to the new elite Hive mission, so they can get to the new elite heroic Hive mission. And I mean, they just want a little bit more variety as far as what they're doing. Yeah. I don't think nobody really. Only you brought up that issue with like, yo, why they can't have two Miss Marvels?
Because and the only reason why I'm bringing that is because I'm thinking of, if again, times that you weren't on, and a lot of people quote unquote hate. And again, I got over 500 friends on my PSN. A lot of folks wasn't playing this game because, again, I don't like this game because it's too grindy or whatever the case may be. You know how this goes, so I ain't even gotta say it. So in those regards, I would play solo anyway because Miss Marvel's god tier on my shit, so I'm good. But if I wanted to just matchmake or something like that, I was sitting there for like 10 minutes trying to find somebody. I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to go through that.
I'm not matchmaking these type of games where you have to communicate.
That's where you and I differ.
I'm not matchmaking in that.
Okay, so by your logic, Godfall is a bad game because you and I both could be the Mess of Valor plate.
No, but those.
No. Hold on. No. You're not gonna.
Bro, you're not even paying attention to what my argument is.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me ask this question: is Godfall PVE or PvP content? Yes or no? PVE.
Yeah.
And we went through the story, and the main character was only Orin, nobody else. And whenever we hold on, whenever we talked to the Seventh Sanctum, she only acknowledged Orin. But you and I both went through the story together and did the same things as two Orins. Yes or no?
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
Two Orins that was going to fight Macros, right? Hold on. Let me set it up.
You're gonna lose. Don't go any deeper.
Let me set it up. I'm
trying to save you. Don't go any deeper because you are about to prove my point.
Go ahead.
No, go finish your point. Go deeper.
Because again, if you and I both pick Typhoon or Mesa or whoever, right?
Are those characters Persona?
No, Orin. Those are you are Orin. The point is you're Orin. You're Orin picking a Valor plate to use for the mission, right? So regardless of what Valor plate we both use, we're both still Orin in the mission. Yes or no?
Yes, we're both.
When we went to fight Macros, he didn't say brothers. He said brother, Orin. So in the screen and in the hold on. In the cutscenes, it wasn't both of us standing there. It was either you or me. Yes or no?
Exactly.
So then how? But the point is, we were going through the game as Owen. I'm Owen and you're Owen, and we both were going through the story together. Yes or no?
No, it was going through the. When it comes to the cutscene, it wasn't even thinking about it's a co-op game.
But why can't? Okay, so in that regard, why couldn't that apply to any other PvE game where you pick two of the same characters and when it's a cutscene, it's just you?
No, because it's going as the story of the game is Orin's story of him getting to fight his brother or taking out his brother. You are just a Valor plate. You are just armor. You're just a shell of what Orin projecting this Orin to be. It's not like each character is having this deep development of what you're playing is Mesa and I'm playing as Typhoon.
My point is the person inside the armor is Orin. Yes.
Yes, but it doesn't even recognize the second player when you're doing cutscenes. That's what I'm saying. You're proving my point because my whole point is that it looks dumb for two people to have a Thor or Miss Marvel, and they're doing the same thing within Marvel Avengers.
So then why can't? But you just said that if they do a cutscene, when we know that when they do a cutscene in Godfall, they only show the one character. Why can't that apply to everything else? Yeah, anything else in any other game?
Bro, that's a cutscene. That's a cutscene. I'm pretty sure if you play Avengers and you do whatever you're doing, you're going to get a cutscene of what your point of view is.
Yes,
you know what I mean. But we're not talking about the cutscenes. We're talking about the actual gaming portion of.
But even in the gaming portion, when you and I were going through the story and fighting enemies, it was two Orins on the field. Yes or no?
No, it was looking at as two valor plates, two shells of what orange is
Okay,
doing.
okay, okay, okay,
That's my whole point.
okay.
It's not like a character.
I'm not
It's
accepting
it's a
that point,
shell.
but I'm gonna, for the sake of the podcast, I'm gonna move on because no, the point is there are two Orans. That's the point. There were
No,
two
it's not
Orans.
two. It's not two orange, bro. Because every cutscene it doesn't show you as two orange over there. It doesn't
Of
show the
course
both
not. It
orange.
doesn't. It doesn't. You're right.
Exactly. So it's not. So you're not even proving your own point.
Okay. 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 Yo,
Hope you guys
man.
enjoyed me and Persona debating.
I think I won. Put type a 1 in the chat if you think. Type a 1 in the chat if you think Bari won. Type a 2 in the chat if you think Persona won.
Man, I'm put a one. I'm put a one.
Listen, man, I put a 1 as well. Not put a 2. Fuck that. Put
Hey
a
yo,
2.
to me that joint was corny, man. To see two characters.
Man, yo. Oh, see, shout out to Arcade. Shout out to Arcade. My boy said 2. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 2. Let's go. Listen, man. I'm out here.
You want to have two people say the Bifrost. It crash the whole damn game. Come on, man.
Oh God, man. Jack said he gonna give a slight edge to Barry on this one. All right, respect. All right, cool. Shout out to folks that's rocking with your boy Persona though. You feel me? Put the twos in the chat, man. All right, Barry, you won that.
Yo, if you put a 2 in the chat, you're casual.
All right, let's move on, man.
That's the grand opening, grand closing.
I hope
You're
you guys
casual.
enjoyed that little quick little mini debate.
That's light.
Yo, listen, I was gonna say, old school party chat days. Man, those debates were a lot worse. Trust me. All right, so Sony patent. So Sony patent suggests that a dual GPU PS5 Pro model could be in the works. Now I've seen people running with this article and running with this information, and suddenly instead of it being just speculation, it became a fact that, oh, so if there's a PlayStation 5 Pro in the works, that means, why are they working on this already, blah blah. Yo, listen, man, I hate some of you dudes, man, because y'all really be blowing shit out of proportion. But let's entertain it, Bari. So a dual GPU. So first off, a PlayStation 5 Pro. Bari, do you think that a PlayStation 5 Pro is in the works?
I think they're playing with the idea of having one. If they have a patent there, they're just gearing up. Just if they want to use a patent, yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
They have a plan there, and that's normal. For any of these consoles anyway. Once the console come out, you think they're going to stop? Let's take a 2-year vacation, man, and we're not going to think about a PS6 or
Sometimes
or whatever.
patents are put in place just to keep other people from
That's true.
stealing,
That's true.
taking stuff. Patent. A lot of times, patents are patent just to keep other people from stealing the idea.
Yeah, that's true. But yo, you want to hear my real take on this?
Yeah, yo, Bari, I need Angry Bari in full effect.
If there was a PS5 Pro coming out, whenever, I don't believe that's coming out next year. How these Xbox guys are trying to make it seem, but if there's a PS5 Pro coming out, I wouldn't give a fuck. I will buy it too. You know what I mean?
Of course, I'm gonna buy it.
Like, God, why is somebody coming out with a PS5 Pro? Why? They don't need to. The PlayStation 5 is amazing. 2-3 years down the line, a PS5 Pro gets announced. Oh, I'm buying that. Come on, man. I honestly don't care. Like, if they do drop it, like 2 or 3 years down the line, hey, I'll buy it. You know what I mean? It's cool with me. It's better hardware. You know what I mean?
I would buy it, especially if it would be even stronger than what we have now, because the PS5 is a strong console. Like it's a beefy console. So
to me, this is not upsetting news to me.
No, not at all. I'm not upset with this.
I don't understand, why they had 2 GPUs and all that stuff, but I'm not an engineer.
Yeah,
So,
I ain't Mark Cerny, man. Shout out to Mark Cerny.
If the games look great, if it's running great, if the console can have my external hard drive hooked up and not crash any of these games, hey,
Yo, facts. I think we will be getting a slim, like within like another year or two. I do think we'll be getting a slim PS5 for sure.
It'll be small, and people's going to get that too. They're going to feel it to get that, even though it's the same hardware. It's like, yo, I need get that slim, and they're gonna trade their PS5 and get the
For
slim.
slim, yeah, a slim is definitely in the works.
People
PlayStation always puts out slims.
make it seem like when a console drops, like they stop R&D and all that stuff. Like, no, they're always working on stuff just to make it smaller or cheaper.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
remember they said that they started working on a PS5 in 2015. So it's like,
Exactly.
or started the R&D, I should say, the R&D
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So, I wouldn't be surprised if PlayStation 6 is already on the table. You feel me? Like, yo,
Talking about that already. You know what I mean? So
they probably definitely talking
you
about
gotta
that.
remember too, like a console generation is not that long. A console generation is normally on
7.
average like 5 years.
Yeah.
No, it became like 7-10 years because of PS3
Yeah.
and PS4. But on normal, no, a console lifetime is like 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe the PS5 Pro versions that they're going to start putting, that they may put out, is their way of extending that console life to 7-8 years to give them more time to build out the next generation.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, this patent that people are reading, or I hope people read it, it didn't even specify if this going to be a PlayStation 5 Pro. It could be the PS6. You
Mm-hmm.
never know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You never know.
I'm looking at a patent right now. It doesn't state anything for PlayStation 5 or nothing like that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's just saying that Sony, create a patent for multiple GPUs and in simultaneous environments, frame buffer management. People are just assuming this is a PS5 Pro. It could be a PS6. You never know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We'll see. Um, but yeah, let's get into the. So now we're in the topic portion, man. And oh boy, is there a lot to talk about, right? So let's start off with this, man. Bari, I need to ask you, man, what's your thoughts on these scalpers, man? Because we know that the scalpers have been in full effect, and the scalpers have been buying up these PlayStation 5s and reselling them for 2, 3, 4 times the normal asking price of the console. One group snatched up 3,500
jeez.
PlayStation 5s. And we know that people want that PlayStation 5 pretty bad. They really, really want this console. So, give me your thoughts on what you think about these whole scalpers and stuff like that.
Uh let's be honest. These scalpers are not new to anything when it comes to electronics, when it comes to events, anything is not new. I just think that a lot of people are making a big deal out of the scalpers is because they can't get the PS5 right away. So, they're going to make those tweets like, damn, these scalpers preventing me from getting my PlayStation 5 and this and that. And honestly, gaming is growing and growing and growing. And scalpers are going to take advantage of gamers because gamers, regardless on what we say or what complaints we might have for a game or a platform and nothing like that, we are still going to go out and buy that said video game or platform. And people are realizing that gaming is becoming one of the biggest industries, and people are spending money on gaming. The demand is really high here. So what a scalper is going to do? They're going to buy those 1,300 PS5. They're going to buy those 35 PS5s, and they're gonna charge you a buttload of money because they know that you want this product and you're a gamer and you're willing to spend money on it. And they caught a lot of people. You know what I mean? And like I said, scalpers nothing new. Scalpers been around since old school days, man. Selling these consoles for these amount of prices and these handhelds. When the Switch came out, what the scalpers were doing, they were selling the Switches for like $800,000, and people was buying it because gamers are addicted to gaming. You know what I mean? So now that they know that gaming has grown as a huge industry, it's outweighed the movie industry, music industry as far as money that it generates. They see the demand and the popularity that gaming is bringing. And they're like, people want to play games, huh? I got money. I'm gonna buy all these consoles. I'm gonna sell them for up all this buttload of money prices as far as $1,000, $1,500, and they're gonna have that one gamer that's desperate enough that they want to play this right away and put up a YouTube channel or YouTube video, and they got them. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I don't really think the scalpers is a big deal. Yeah, it is annoying. They always been annoying. You know what I mean? It's always been annoying. But
I think it's the fact that right now we're going through a pandemic, so people can't just really like go into a store like
yeah.
normal. That's why the scalper stuff is being pushed to the forefront so much, because the sneaker industry, those scalpers are they are vicious. They are
You know what I
vicious,
mean?
man.
New J's come out, people will buy up a whole bunch and they'll sell them J's for $600, $400. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I agree with the pandemic as well. More people are playing games now because they're home and they're looking for something to do to buy the time. So the demand of these consoles are much, much more. But like I said, like PS5 have been in like mainstream media, pop culture. It's crazy how popular the PS5 is, and people are seeing that stuff, and these scalpers know they can make a quick buck off of people's demand of wanting to play these consoles or get these consoles or play these games, and that's what they're going to do, man. You know what I mean? As gaming grows, you're going to see more of this stuff happen, to be honest with you.
I'll say this. I'm glad I got my.
Yo, these scalpers, I was able to get 3. So, what I mean? You got to have that New York, mentality that you got to move quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people are
How
like
bad
real
do you?
nonchalant. Like when the pre-orders was happening, people are like really nonchalant. Yo, Bar, you remember? I was on it. I hit you up like, yo, let's go.
So if you have to send somebody a link to let them know that a PS5 is available at whatever time, that means that person doesn't really want that PS5. You know what I mean? You to be honest with you, because if you really wanted that stuff, you will have your stuff ready to go already. You know what I mean? Well, people was always asking me, like, yo, Barry, if you see any PS5s available, let me know. But by the time I let you know, that thing is gone. You know what I mean? You should be already knowing, whatever link that you want to use and all stuff. That's how you're gonna get it, to be honest with you. If you're using anybody to send you information on when the PS5 is available, you're not gonna get it like that. Unless, you just catch one of those days like, oh, it's available on Amazon, or what's the name?
One person to follow who's really good about it. Follow Wario64.
Yeah, or that PS5 only dude.
Yeah.
He's good because he moves at a different time zone. So, you might know about, oh, this is going on sale, before, because his time zone is different.
Mm-hmm.
But you eventually you're gonna get the consoles, man.
Facts.
At the end of the day, eventually you're gonna get the consoles. Depends on how bad you really want to play it. Now, if you want to play like super quick now, you're gonna probably pay a little bit more than what is retail price. But if you want to, pay for retail price, sometimes you're just gonna have to wait. You're gonna wait a little bit, man.
Yeah.
And then waiting. You guys don't mind waiting. You guys wait for sales all the time.
Oh my god, I was just about to say that too. Okay. All right, so this next topic, Bar, you got the floor on this, man. So let's talk about Jim Ryan says making PS4 and PS5 games, cross-gen games is the right and rational thing to do. This is where Bar's energy came from this morning. That and the other topic of Ryan's stance on Japan shifting, but mostly this PS4, PS5 cross-gen game. So, Bar, you got the floor, bro. Set us up, give us your thoughts, and then I'll chime in, man.
Yeah, first of all, before I even talk about this interview, PlayStation, everybody in the PlayStation community, PlayStation representatives, can you please tell Jim Ryan to shut the fuck up and stop doing all these interviews? Yeah, I'll be a hypocrite if I'm over here making fun of Phil Spencer doing an interview every fucking week. And then this man out here, every time I turn around, this man, every 2 weeks, Jim Ryan is doing a new interview with GameBusiness.com. The man is doing an interview with Russian websites, Swedish website. This man he's working like clockwork. And the things that he's saying, I personally just don't agree with. You know what I mean? Okay. I warmed up to the whole cross-gen games beginning of the launch, right? It kind of make a little bit sense, even though I would love them for them to develop the games on the PS5 and get people pushing over there, right? But okay, launch your game. Oh, PS4 it's still very popular. I get that. But this dude talking about 2-3 years down the line. Are you high? Are you crazy? And then I had people coming to my Twitter like, hey, Jay Bari, this doesn't make it makes perfect sense for them to keep putting the games on the PlayStation 4 because that's where most of the community is playing the games on the PlayStation 4. Like it's sold 115 million, 120 million. That's where they're mostly playing. Yo, please shut up. Stop listening to these Xbox podcasts that's going around the place talking about, oh, it makes sense. Oh, this is where most of the majority is playing. No, how are you planning to push the PlayStation 5 if you keep putting games on the PlayStation 4? And then you're talking about games 2-3 years down the line. Are you stupid? How's the PlayStation 5 going to grow as a platform if you don't have games fully developed for the PlayStation 5? Stupid. And then it doesn't even make no damn sense because where was people's energy? Where was people's energy when it came to the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3 with the PlayStation 4 exclusive games? Nobody was saying Killzone, Neck, Infamous Second Son, Drive Club, The Order, Bloodborne, Uncharted 4. Nobody was saying those games should be on PS3 because the PlayStation 3 has most of the community playing the games, even though the PS3 E4 was selling 15, 20 million. Stop with these dumbass statements, man. You don't have to agree with everything these guys come out and say because it doesn't make no damn sense. How do you expect the platform to grow? The PlayStation 4 wouldn't be the PlayStation 4 if they didn't have console exclusives tied to that console platform to making getting all the best of what the platform can deliver. If it kept making cross-generational games with the PS3 in 2016, would Uncharted 4 be as great as it is? If Uncharted 4 was on PS3 because the PS3 still have a large install base, would Uncharted 4 be great? No, it wouldn't. So stop making these dumbass excuses with a PS5. I guarantee most of the people that's saying this bullshit, they don't have a PS5. Let's just keep it a buck, man. Let's keep it honest with yourself. Yo, I don't have a PS5 yet. So you know what? I'm not mad at what he's saying. Don't be like, yo, it makes perfect sense, Jay Bari, because they wouldn't make the money. PlayStation wouldn't make the money if they didn't have it on cross-play. I mean cross-gen. Stop it, man. Stop it. That mean if you're saying statements like that, then put every damn game on a PS4. Make Ratchet and Clank. You was in awe with Ratchet and Clank. Oh, PS5, damn, this is the power of the PS5. There's no way they can put this on PS4. Then all of a sudden you're like, well, it makes sense for them to put the games crossplay at PS4 because that's what the install base is. No, the games wouldn't innovate. You wouldn't see innovation with games. The games would grow. You wouldn't see newness with the games if you kept putting the games on PS4. Miles Morales, great game. I'm pretty sure in everybody's head when they was playing the damn game, it was like, damn, imagine if they fully developed this game for the PS5. You can't have cross-gen games 2-3 years in the line. Yeah, I'm not saying cut all support with a PlayStation 4, but goddamn, this man's coming out talking about cross-gen games is the right and what's it said? The right and rational move or whatever he said.
Yeah, right and rational.
It's BS, man. It's BS because just the same dude was just letting you know and telling you that he wants to see the PlayStation 5 get the fastest attachment rate as far as people converting to the PlayStation 5 platform. And how you do that, the man was telling you with exclusive games. That he's going to tell you a couple of months down the line that cross-gen games was the right move. No, it's not, dummy. Keep saying statements like that. People's going to be like, yo, I'm not buying a PlayStation 5. Yeah, you're going to have your hardcore fan base is going to buy it because you're getting the better, the newer, the games look better and more crisp. But then you're going to have those cheap motherfuckers that don't give a fuck. They're going to be like, yo, I can play this on PlayStation 4. The console I just bought a year ago. I'm a console neutral gamer. I just bought a PlayStation 4 last year. Those dudes is going to be like perfectly fine. Yeah, business-wise, but honestly, as gaming, it doesn't make no goddamn sense. We want to see innovation in gaming. We want to see the DualSense being used. We want to see games being fully harnessed with the PlayStation 5 power and hardware. We don't want to see this cross-gen crap. You can keep feeding us crap about, oh, cross-gen is being developed for PlayStation 5 and the cross-gen here. We don't want to keep hearing that stuff 2022, 2023. No. Stop it, Jim Ryan. Stop with the damn interview. You're talking too much, by the way. You know what I mean? You're talking way too much. God damn. Where's Herman Hulk's interview? You are talking way too much. Stop it, bro. The man just had an interview with a Russian site this last week, was talking about it, wasn't he? Or the week before.
Yep.
We was talking about it. And the man have another interview. This man is like Phil Spencer. Stop talking, bro. Deliver Horizon Zero Dawn, deliver the God of Wars, deliver the Ratchet and Clanks, and then you talk. Jesus, man. Man, talk so much. It's like, come on a damn podcast if you want to talk that much. Come on What's Up PlayStation podcast if you want to talk that goddamn much. We do a podcast every Saturday for like 2 hours. We'll give you the floor to talk. Gee, yo. And I don't agree with this statement, man. Yo, PlayStation fan, I'm trying to tell you right now, yo. Stop with this agreeing with everything these representatives are saying, because if you don't agree with it in your heart, if you don't agree with what they're saying, stop going out your way to justify what they're saying. You can voice your opinion and say, yo, I don't agree with this bullshit. Just 3 months ago, we didn't agree with none of this crossplay, crap. We didn't agree with none. Matter of fact, even beyond 3 months ago, just 5 months ago, we didn't agree with none of these crossplay crap. Now everybody's conforming. Yeah, I mean crossplay. I mean the game's great.
No, it's you pretty much said everything that I was thinking and feeling. One of the things that, for me personally, one of the things I can't stand is when gamers don't stand by their convictions, right? Again, just to reiterate, Bari, we were doing podcasts on our own respective channels and even speaking on it here on What's Up PlayStation Podcast about how cross-generational games were going to hinder game development. Eric Limpel did an interview when he did the interview at the Game Summer Awards with Jeff Keighley. He spoke to why Ratchet and Clank could not be on the PlayStation 4. He said that if they tried to make this game on the PlayStation 4, they would have to shift game development significantly because Ratchet and Clank is built around the PlayStation 5 and the SSD capabilities that the console has to be able to instantly load these worlds without a hitch. Jim Ryan himself said in an interview, we want to move people from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 at a much faster pace. In order for us to do this, we need to create compelling software that can only be found on the PlayStation 5. This is how you move people over faster. Exactly. These are things that Jim Ryan said himself in past interviews, and in that regard, I agree 100%. When we were talking about cross, the other console. This is a PlayStation Central podcast. We don't talk about the other side, but just for comparison's sake, right now, when people were making fun of the Xbox because Matt Booty was saying that they were going to be supporting the Xbox family of consoles outside of the Series S and X for 2+ years, we all raised hell because that is not something that we want. People on the PlayStation side were saying, hey, look, this is the right thing to do in terms of making things exclusive to the PlayStation 5 hardware. To see some people within this community flip the script and suddenly say these things are okay, this is a big problem in the gaming community. You people do not stand by your convictions, and it's a problem because it sends mixed messages to these companies that they think, that have them thinking, oh, we're doing the right thing if people are saying, oh, yeah, this is great. Oh, yeah, this is the best thing in the... It sends mixed messages. Again, PlayStation games going to PC, it's an L. It is not something that should happen in any capacity. Cross-gen games, listen, I get it. We all fall on hard times. Do you expect PlayStation to pay your rent too? No. Listen, you got to get with the times. You got to get with technology, man. Listen, you'll get a PS5 when you get it. Some of these games being exclusive only to PlayStation 5 makes it that much more compelling for you to want to buy a PlayStation 5.
Yo,
If
Persona,
everything
my
can be played on PlayStation, hold on. If everything can be played on PlayStation 4, why would someone? And again, I'm not talking to hardcore like me, Bari, and some people in this chat. I'm talking about the ones that are already making the excuses on why they don't want to switch.
the Jimmy Two Left Feet.
Yeah, right. You have to make you have to make it very compelling to why people need to own a PlayStation 5. Again, Miles Morales is fantastic. Demon Souls is fantastic. Sackboy, all these other games, fantastic. Next year, Ratchet and Clank, Horizon, God of War. Those games are most definitely going to move units, and they're most definitely going to sell consoles. The question is, which console are they going to sell?
Yeah, I mean, on a business side, PlayStation don't care as long as they selling it on whatever version, PS5 or PS4, right? But I'm just speaking on a gamer standpoint that if you want to push innovation, if you want to, live up to your "we are all explorers," go and explore, your phrase for the console, you have to put these PlayStation 5 exclusives out there. You can't keep putting them cross generation. You can't be talking about 2022, 2023. We're going to still have cross generational games. That is crazy to me. You know what I mean? I don't understand how people didn't bring up this notion about, man, I'll take cross gen games over no games and all this stuff. With the PS4, you was perfectly fine with them having PlayStation 4 exclusive. You didn't bring up no PS3. Talking about, oh, this should be on PS3. I mean, PlayStation doesn't make any money if it's just going to be PS4. They listen to these dumbass Xbox podcasters that's pushing that dumbass statement talking about, oh, well, the install base is only 5 million, so they're not going to sell that much. Even with the install base of PS4, games are still selling like 3-5 million within the first couple of months anyway. So if a game is selling 3-5 million on PS5 for the PS5, launch window, you're still making the same. You know what I mean? You're still good, but you're getting people migrating to PS5, buying a PS5. So that's even better for you. Because now people buying more hardware. Now people are buying the games that you having for $70. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I don't get this notion that people have that PlayStation won't get the money if they don't put their games cross-gen because the install base is higher on PS4. Shut up, please. Shut up. If I see you make a statement like that, I guarantee I'm gonna roast you. Straight up. Somebody on Twitter said that junk to me. That person's a follower. He probably a cool person, but when he said that, I was like, stop listening to these dumbass Xbox podcasts, because that's where you're getting it from. No PlayStation podcast is telling you that. None. Majority of PlayStation podcasts is like, all right, we understand cross-gen games, launch titles. All right, we understand that. But 2-3 years down the line, you're still doing that? Are you crazy? Come on, man. Stop that. Cut that joint out, man. Cut that joint out, because the games is going to sell 3-5 million regardless on PS5 too.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's the point that I think people need to understand, is that you can't use the install base argument. It's just like back on PlayStation 4, people were trying to say, oh, well, PlayStation's at 100 million, but only selling, only doing 3 million in 3 days for a game. People were saying that was bad. So what do you think? If PlayStation 5 is at 10 million and, PlayStation 4 is at 120 million, so that's 130 million potential buyers of a cross-gen game. If they still only sell 2 or 3 million first week, is that bad as well? This is why I'm saying people can't use the install base argument here. You can't, because people will buy the games regardless.
Yeah, because look at
people
Demon
will
Souls.
Buy the games.
Look at you think Demon Souls ain't sell like 2-3 million just off of the rip of PlayStation 5 launch?
Of course it did.
From the 12th to when it launched in Europe. And I mean, that's what it was probably going to sell if they had the remaster for the PS4. Say Demon Souls is a PS4 only game, it'd probably sold 2-3 million. Oh man, no damn sense, man. Yo, Immortal Black says Sony does not have to oblige to just serve PS5. Obligation. Have no obligation, my bad, to just serve PS5 The PS4 is the most user base. Jay Bari. Sony is not leaving the money. I'm not saying Sony's going to leave the money on PlayStation. That's PlayStation 5. I'm saying your new hardware is out. And you do have obligation to support that platform as well. Who the fuck is going to buy a PlayStation 5 and not have any PlayStation 5 exclusives just because the PlayStation 4 has a higher install base because it's a console that's been out for 7 years? Duh. How you expect the PlayStation 5 install base to grow? Through cross-gen games? Come on, man. Use your brain. Like I said, none of you have this. None of you had these arguments or these notions with the PlayStation 4 when it was bringing out PlayStation 4 exclusive games. Right from the rip, they was bringing out Sony first-party PlayStation 4 exclusive games. Nobody was like, man, this should be on PlayStation 3 because they have to have the obligation to those people on a higher install base with a PlayStation 3. Why weren't you complaining that Infamous Second Son wasn't on PlayStation 3? Uncharted 4 wasn't on PlayStation 3. Bloodborne wasn't on PlayStation 3. The Order 1886 wasn't on PlayStation 3. Killzone Shadowfall wasn't on PlayStation 3. Drive Club wasn't on PlayStation 3. You wasn't making that argument that PlayStation have to get that money for the PlayStation 3 owners. No. You was on, they have to push the hardware so this install base can grow. If they want to keep on making money. Because down the line, when a PlayStation 4 game comes out, nobody's going to be paying $60 2 years, 3 years down the line for PlayStation 4 games no more because it's all ass hardware.
Yeah. 100%.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't have cross-gen games, but you cannot just keep on saying
you can't have that for 3 years though. 3 years of cross-play game. That's where the problem is, right? It's expected at launch and maybe a couple months after for the support to still be there, like, equally, right? But we're talking 3, 2, even 2. Even 2 years is a no-no. At most, it's acceptable as a year, in my opinion. At most, and that even a year is pushing it. A year is pushing it, and even then, you still need to have certain things within that year that you're still supporting the old consoles to have something exclusive on that new console to keep people that, like, hey, we still supporting this, but we also got this that's better over here.
Yeah.
You can't just have a whole year of every game being cross-gen and expect, this will make everybody happy, and then if they're happy, they'll want to spend $500 to buy a PS5. People, I hate to go down this road, Bari, but we're already approaching it, so screw it. People already don't want to buy games for $60 to $70. Yep. People want shit to go into subscription-based services, or they wait for a sale. No one buys games. No, I'm not gonna say no one, but there's tons of people out here that don't even want to spend the money that you're supposed to really spend on the games.
That's true. Yeah.
You really think people are gonna go out and spend $400 or $500 on a console just to play somebody? If they're not being pushed to do that, if the decision was in the gamer's hands, we wouldn't have even gotten a PlayStation 5. If the decision was completely in the gamer's hands, we would have never gotten a PlayStation 5. We would have never gotten some of the greatest games we've gotten now. You can't, this again, and I've said this before, certain decisions you can't leave to a gamer because, one, gamers are selfish. Two, a gamer is fine with some gamers are fine with mediocrity, with old shit. How many people keep these Super Nintendo 64 and all these old collections of shit? Because they're fine with that stuff. They play these old games all the time. They have a problem moving forward. You have to force that within society. Let's move forward. Just like in history. Think the guy that looked up at the sun and wondered, why is it rise in the east and set in the west? Do you think other people was as interested? No, someone had to look up and wonder why is this the way it is. Other people was looking at him like, bro, why do you care? Let's just do whatever. Remain ignorant. Gaming is the same thing. Some people will rather remain with what they have than move forward.
My whole thing is that you can't be like, oh, PlayStation doesn't have any obligation to the PlayStation 5, even though you have millions upon millions of people buying it, and you can't have any exclusive games on there or exclusive titles on there. Obviously, they're going to have exclusive titles on there to oblige to those people that bought the platform because they want the platform to grow, is what I'm saying. But if you are constantly saying that you're going to put out cross-gen games, this is coming from Jim Ryan, putting out cross-gen games for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, you're not going to expect the console to grow because that approach they didn't have for PS4. PS4, they was putting out exclusive first-party titles, and the platform was what? It was selling like gangbusters. Stop! Don't look at the initial sales for the first month, the first 2 months, because that's where the most demand is going to be. People want the new hardware. People just buying hardware just because it's new. But 6 months down the line, if you're doing the same thing of putting games out, a PS4, a year down the line, 2 years down the line, these new games are still on PS4 and PlayStation 5. It's not going to sell as much as the PlayStation 4 did when the PlayStation 4 was putting out PlayStation 4 first-party exclusive games. Like I said, you guys wasn't putting up this argument last generation of the PS4 on why these games should be on PS3. You wasn't. All of a sudden, you guys are putting that, but with the PlayStation 5, it's so with cross-gen games. No shit, Sherlock. It's new hardware.
Yo, you were putting up this argument 6 months ago.
I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Duh. Like, come on, man. Jim Ryan, what Jim Ryan's saying is I don't agree with it. If you agree with it, hey, that's your opinion. But I personally don't agree with that bullshit. I don't want to see cross-gen games because I want to see innovation in games. I want to see the games get bigger. I want to see the games get better. I want to see the games do new shit. That's not holding back when we have to deal with 7-year, 8-year, 9-year hardware. That's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm. Man,
what or two? You know what I mean? And you're not going to. I don't want to see you on Twitter talking about, hey man, these games are just the same old. I don't really see the difference between the PS5 and the PS4.
And they say
that. You know what I mean? They go on Twitter complain. No shit, Sherlock, because you over here talking about, hey, I don't see no problem with cross-gen games, and you make tweets and this and that and comparisons and going on podcasts talking about these games don't look that different. Oh, it don't. It's still being developed for 7, 8, 9-year hardware. Dummy.
What a topic today, guys. Oh, boy.
Pissed off.
And here I thought this was going to be a short podcast. I love this podcast. I love our audience.
This is the dumbass comment again.
Bari, you are a great human being, man.
Horizon 2, Persona 5 Scrambler, PlayStation 4 games that's going to be played on PS5. No shit. PlayStation 5 got backwards compatibility. And guess what? I'm not going to play the PlayStation 4 version of those games.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they're going to be... Those games have already been announced for PlayStation 4. Horizon is the only one that caught anybody off guard.
Not only that, but I think people are looking at, a bump in frame rate and a bump in resolution as, true next-gen development. And it's like, no, that's very minor and minuscule in reality. As much as some people in this community like to put 60 frames or even 120 frames on this crazy pedestal, that is not the pinnacle of game development, right? At least in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure there's some developers that agree, because I don't think developers are, oh yeah, it's got to be 60. I think I think with the frames and resolution, I think they push that towards like the end of the development. But that, to me, looking at the frames and all that, that's not that's just not it. You know, again, let's look at Ratchet and Clank flying through the portal and just instantly in the world. That's like that's some dope shit.
That's changing game design.
Yeah, the game design. Having more enemies on the screen, do more things, smarter AI, better AI, more things that are attacking you or is visible, and that type of stuff is what really is impressive to me. You know, the type of the like inspire like. I don't know.
Yeah, like a lot of people saying they don't care about the tech stuff, they care about the games. Yeah, the games is going to be great, but it will be greater if the game was just being taken full advantage of the hardware.
Yeah,
that's what the whole point of what I'm saying. You're using dumbass points of saying Guilty Gear Strive. Guilty Gear Strive was announced for PS4. You know what I mean? It just got delayed because of the whole pandemic, and that game was supposed to have been out already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So using Guilty Gear Strive, even Persona 5 Scramble, that's a PS4 game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Miles Morales and Horizon, those ones caught off guard. They're like, yo, we was thinking those were announced for PS5, and they came out later and said those are PS4. Big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Guilty Gear Strive, I've been following that game for like how long now? Come on, man.
Yeah. You
can't bring that game up on me and think I'm gonna sit down and see the use. Again, not even make it.
I think the biggest slap in the face too is PlayStation shifting so quickly like that, because they were the ones that were pushing this "we believe in generations" narrative. That's where the biggest slap in the face is, in my opinion, because they believed in, and I still think to this day they believe in generations. Even Jim Ryan. Something is happening. The pushback that they are getting from wherever it is, which I think we all have an idea of where, is what's causing them to change their tune. Because, they were, the way Jim Ryan was talking in the summer, man, bro, I was like, this man is, he's speaking my language, bro. Because I agree 100%.
You know what's changing their tune, Persona? People not, you said it earlier, like 5 minutes ago. People not buying games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're not buying these games. Who's just waiting for sales until the game is $20?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they're not buying the games. You know what I mean? So yeah, PlayStation gonna be like, oh shit, can't put this game out here on this PlayStation 5. These motherfuckers don't buy no fucking games.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put it on the most where people's playing the game the most, or people on the PlayStation Network the most, PS4. And guess what? They're gonna still do. They're still not gonna buy the game. See anybody buy Sackboy Big Adventure? No, they didn't buy the game. What game was they buying though?
Demon's Souls.
Call of Duty. People that's not PlayStation fans was going out their way to buy a PlayStation 5 so they can play a PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. But one last topic before we get up out of here, Bari. So I got a question for you, Bari. And before I even ask this question, I need to put this disclaimer out there to the chat. Listen, we are a PlayStation centric podcast where we talk about all things PlayStation and PlayStation only. You understand? This topic that we're about to talk about is for conversation. It's just for conversation because it's just interesting to see based off of what we've seen within the community on the PlayStation side and what we've seen on the Xbox side, and also what we've seen transpire with developers and with a lot of the tests and things like that we've seen. So, cool your jets, okay? We are a PlayStation-centric podcast where we talk about all things PlayStation. But let's go on. So, Bari, got a question for you, man. With PlayStation 5 having the better performance with some third-party games, do you think that what Mark Cerny... with PlayStation 5 having the better performance with some third-party games, do you think that the competition might have oversold and under-delivered on what the expectation were when it comes to the platform? Because 12 is greater than 10. And we know that Mark Cerny said in his Road to PlayStation back in May that you cannot rely on teraflops and CU counts when determining the power of these consoles and the capabilities. Was Mark Cerny right? Because from what we see, PlayStation is 10.3 teraflops, which again he says Mark Cerny said measurement of teraflops is not a good measurement of power or performance in any capacity, right? And he's not the only one to say this. There's been quite a few people. Now I'm not talking. I'm not talking armchair Twitter spec ops developers, spec ops people. I'm talking actual college-educated, trained, certified engineers and technical people that actually know what they're talking about and doing. They have also said that teraflops is not a good way to measure power and performance. So clearly what we're seeing with the PlayStation 5 and the performance for a lot of third-party games is backing up the claims of what Mark Cerny has said. Please give us your thoughts on this.
Yo, I'm just gonna keep it simple, man. Be honest with you, I just find it hard to believe that people will actually doubt the actual hardware company about their hardware. You know what I mean? Like PlayStation is a branch of Sony, right? Sony's a hardware company that's known to make hardware, but yet when it comes to everything PlayStation, people just doubting what PlayStation is capable of doing. And honestly, a lot of people didn't listen to Mark Cerny, what he said, because remember everybody made a podcast talking about they went to sleep, but they still wanted to talk about what Mark Cerny said, but they went to sleep. So you know what I mean. So obviously they ain't pay attention, they ain't learn or hear anything what he said. But yeah, I agree. Mark Cerny definitely did say you can't rely on the count of teraflops and CUs because they're much bigger and different this time around. And he said that personally it went with a 36 CU count because developers can harness more or get more out of the GPU or the CPU than going with a bigger chipset. Or I think it's what APU they're using.
It was a GPU.
Oh, but the CUs is I think that's
GPU. That's GPU.
Opportunity units. Mm-hmm. I don't know, whatever. But he said that he went with a smaller CU count so developers can harness or get more out of the hardware rather than a bigger one where most developers they won't forget to all those computational the CU count
compute units.
Compute units. But yeah, so yeah, whatever he was saying, he was right on what he's saying because now we're seeing the results that everybody was waiting for. Now everybody don't care about hardware, but everybody's waiting for the shit. Everybody's waiting for Digital Foundry and what they was going to say and the other websites or the other YouTube videos that do the whole video comparisons. And PlayStation is stomping a mud hole with the Xbox, man. It is what it is. I don't give a damn if it's 2 frames. It's stomping a mud hole. The way how these spec op dudes is hyping up this joint about the performance delta and this and that is just way larger, 30%, 40%, 60%. Xbox is gonna stomp it. Yo, people that is PlayStation centric gamers or quote unquote PlayStation centric gamers was going out their way to tell people on Twitter that they're buying a Series X before a PlayStation 5 because the Series X is gonna play the third party games better. Now you're looking dumb as hell. You know what I mean? Like, so, you should listen to Mark Cerny.
Facts.
These guys are listening to Phil Spencer. That's not a tech guy. That's not an engineer. On what is Aaron Greenberg. You know what I mean? This man, Aaron Greenberg, went on PlayStation's tweet. I was like, yo, great show, PlayStation. But these games are going to run great on Xbox Series X, the most powerful console. Ain't none of them running better than on a PlayStation 5. So, you know what I mean? So
I guess we got to wait for my mature tools on the other side.
Yeah, the tool set got to mature,
tool
man.
Set, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into that.
No, we're not going to go into that.
You guys heard me rant, my video before. I don't understand how people can even excuse that. You know what I mean? Like, how you launch a console and then you have immature tool sets according to what people say. That's crazy to me. Delay the console. It's not ready. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, listen. The way Mark Cerny explained what he explained on Road to PlayStation, I already knew they weren't playing games. I already knew. Like, the way he explained the cache scrubbers and how data was going to be how data will the way developers can develop games now, they can access the data incredibly faster, making it to where they can actually put more into it because of how fast it's moving. Listen, the way Cerny was talking, I already knew this console was gonna be a problem.
Well, that smart shift, I know that.
Yeah, the smart shift and all that. Like I already knew it was gonna be a problem. I knew it, and I'm speaking as unbiasedly as possible. Never mind me being a fan of PlayStation. Just the way he explained it, I'm like, yo, this sounds next gen. This sounds like something that developers.
He like his voice. He like his voice. That's all.
Well, you know, man, he definitely got a good voice. You know, it was good to hear.
You're a little too honest, man. What you doing, bro?
Hey, man, listen, man. You know, but yeah, you know that was definitely on point. You know, so I'm not surprised. I don't think anybody here is surprised either. Right?
Nobody in here watching this podcast surprised.
No,
because everybody was pretty much telling these guys, wait until these games come out. You guys keep hyping up hardware. We're dealing with PlayStation. You know what I mean? Like, wait, and here we go. But you guys don't have the power narrative. Like, really and truly, the power narrative is very important for a console, especially when it initially launched. But at the end of the day, nobody really gives a damn as long as the games is really good. You know what I mean? Like,
which they are.
The one thing Jim Ryan said that is the best thing that he said ever. Enough of me, let the games do the talking.
Exactly.
That's all he needed to say. He don't need to do no more interviews. No more. That's all he needed to say, man. Yeah. That's all he needed to say. Because now the games is doing the talking. Yeah, the hardware is going to talk with the games, but regardless or not, if PlayStation was weaker or not, what on Xbox is looking better than Demon Souls or Miles Morales? You know what I mean? Nothing is looking better than.
I'm sorry. Just look at Arsenic's comment, bro. All right, so look at Arsenic's comment in the chat.
He said a lot of wild stuff in the chat. I don't know which one he said. Which one?
Just read the one. Yeah, the last one he just put just now.
He said it would be great if you had this energy on Brap or Boomstick Pod. I never been on Boomstick podcast, and like you got to understand too, man. When you go on people's podcasts, I'm not going on there to debate people, or argue with people. You know what I mean? This is me and Persona's podcast, and on my channel is my channel where I give you my thoughts. And there's many times where I want to say something on a podcast, but I don't because I don't want to extend somebody else's podcast for 2-3 hours.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If it was like a debate that we're doing, it's a different story. I don't even know if you ever watched the history books of what's going on with your boy Jay Bari, but I've debated many of these Xbox guys. And if you listen to the debates, I destroyed these Xbox guys in an actual debate. But I'm not going to go on being a guest on a podcast that's debate or just be indifferent. You know what I mean? There's many times people say some crazy stuff and I say stuff. I'm not going to have the energy where I come off like I'm being rude or disrespectful or I'm calling people Jimmy Two Left Feet. I'm not going to do that in somebody else's podcast. I'm going to say, I don't agree with that. I'm not going to have a back and forth. It's a podcast. But here on What's Up PlayStation, my own individual channel, Speak from the Heart, it's a different story because guess what? That is our stuff. That is my stuff. You know what I mean? It's a big difference.
Facts.
That's pretty much common sense, but I don't know what else to tell you. Because he always been saying that, Joe. You went in Boom podcast, you was acting like a little biatch or whatever. Like no, I'm on a podcast that's like listening to people talk. I told people the last time I was on Brat podcast, I told people PS Now is better than PS Plus. I mean, PS Now is better than the Game Pass. That's no different than I say here. I told people that PlayStation is the place to play your third-party games. That's no different than anything here. It's just I'm not going to have a back and forth with people in somebody's podcast. It's not mine. Difference.
Yeah, and I just make people curse me out. Y'all seen the shows. What happened?
Persona's gonna ask questions out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't never go. No, but see, when I'm a guest on people's shows, I'm real chill because it's their show. Like I'm following their routine.
I mean, you got to look at the timing too, right? Like it depends on the timing. If the host want to move the conversation over, or there's like a little pause, then I might throw that little jab in there, like, "Yo, so what is this? Is that about?" You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna just keep on going back and forth when especially it's not my own podcast. Or it's not a debate environment. You know what I mean?
Facts. But yo, guys, this turned out to be an amazing show. This show was probably one of this one goes down in the history books for sure. Bari was in rare form, like I told y'all, and it was lovely. It was great. I loved every bit of it. He definitely stole the show today, and I'm glad he did because it was pure entertainment. Oh boy. So we about to get into these outros. Bari, man, give us your outro, brother.
Yeah, man. Definitely appreciate everybody that came through to the podcast, man, and showing the podcast some support. There's a certain things that just ticking me off when it comes to the gaming community, so I had to unleash a little bit here. But at the end of the day, I'm not fighting anybody, or everybody can have their own difference of opinion. I'm just very animated or passionate when I say mine. But definitely appreciate the support. Episode 17 Persona, man. 17 episodes, man. That's kind of crazy, yo.
Yeah.
So definitely appreciate people consistently coming through and checking us out. Definitely tune in next week as well, as we go and break down this game awards.
Oh my, yo, you see, guys, Bari always gets the good weeks because it's Cyberpunk and it's the Game Awards. He always gets the good weeks. I'm sitting here digging through the trenches for some good news this week. I'm digging through the trenches and I'm trying to create a dope show outline so that we could have like some good conversations. And Bari, it just gets handed to him. No work.
But to be honest, this week was supposed to be my week, and next week was supposed to be your week. We just took because Thanksgiving, we took that week off. And the PlayStation it threw things in a flux.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But hey, man, at the end of the day, we're definitely gonna. I don't know if we're gonna stream the Game Awards or check.
I will. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna stream it.
There's a lot of copywriting stuff that's gonna be on there. So streaming it and then it's gonna get flagged anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
That don't make no sense.
I'll think about it. I might stream it. I might not. I'll see. I'll see how.
But yeah, guys, we'll check you guys next week, and I think tomorrow we're gonna be streaming some COD, man, for COD Sunday.
Hey, COD Sunday's in the building.
So very excited. Man, definitely come through as we.
Bro, what kind of content you got coming to the channel this week, man? I know people was asking for that podcast this week that just passed. You just did, that was a good show. You got some content coming this week, man, or you just chilling?
I think the Friday I'm going to do Speak from the Heart because the Game Awards.
Okay.
And, that's pretty much. I think I don't know if I'm going to stream the Game Awards, man, because every time I do the stream with Jeff Keighley, man, he be putting these musicians on there, and it don't matter how much quick you do to mute it. It could be for like a second that song is there. You're going to see some, this video is blocked.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
I might just demonetize that video and just do it just to.
Even if it's demonetized, they will block it because it's music content and stuff that's being on there. They will block it like certain countries and stuff like that.
I'll see.
Or even if it's demonetized, right? It will put ads on it because there's videos where I have no monetization on the videos. And these dudes on YouTube, they just load the videos up with like mad ads.
Yeah.
And somebody has a screenshot of me and tell me, I was like, yo, I didn't monetize that video. You know what I mean? There's mad ads in the video. Crazy, but
we'll see. Y'all will know by Wednesday if I'm gonna do a stream.
So how long it took to get the Prestige 3?
Too long.
Nah, it took about like 30 hours to get to like Prestige 3. Probably I said like 30, 40 hours. Yeah. 30, 40 hours. It probably would have went quicker if they gave me some goddamn points in that game. But that game don't give me no points, man. But anyway, man. Jay Bari, man. Guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Someone take it away.
Yo, man, listen, we definitely do appreciate you guys that continuously support the channel, continuously support us individually and as a collective. Man, listen, we only got 3 weeks left in December, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I'm a little hurt. Cause we still not at 1,000 subs, man, and it sucks. Cause I mean, obviously we still got 3 weeks, so anything can happen in 3 weeks. But I don't think we're gonna be making that making that 1K goal by the end of the year. But 2021 is a new year, and we need to get that 1K, guys, and we're asking y'all for some support on that, man. Get us to 1K. Share out the streams. Let folks know about the podcast, and definitely put it out there, share it out, and we'll flow. No, it's definitely not we're not hung up on the numbers. It's just like personal goals that we set for ourselves, because we're definitely trying to grow and trying to make this podcast into the the one-stop shop for all things PlayStation, right? Where people can come and get the real PlayStation news, right? Because oftentimes and this is something that's been talked about on our personal channels, especially for me. I'm real big on. I don't like misinformation, and I don't like how people, they tend to lead with their feelings when it comes to gaming news. They never give you the facts and then their opinion, right? So, for example, what we were talking about today, the Jim Ryan stuff. Nothing was misconstrued. As much as me and Bari are PlayStation fans, we give you the facts and we give you our opinion on it after the fact. No sugarcoating, no trying to spin it. And a lot of podcasts they try to give you their version of what the truth is. No, here at What's Up PlayStation, we give you the truth, nothing but the truth, and then we give you our opinions on the truth and the facts. You get what I mean? So we just want to spread the word and get more people here, so that more people are informed within the gaming community. Because that's for me personally, that's one of my biggest problems with this gaming community, is that so many people are misinformed, right? So that's kind of how this podcast was formulated. Like that was the birth of this. Is we both are big PlayStation fans, and we want to talk about the real PlayStation news. Excuse me. So that's why I want us to get to 1K, and then so on and so forth, and just grow. You get what I mean? But yeah, man, for me, COD Sundays, we're definitely gonna be streaming. Me and Bari are gonna stream some COD. You'll get to see us rage, especially Bari. Listen, only one other game have I ever seen Bari rage, and that was Modern Warfare. That's how I know this Cold War game is bad, because Bari doesn't rage. Not like this. So y'all will see that tomorrow for sure. Trust me, you will. And next week, I'm definitely going to do When Persona Speaks. I want to go more in depth on this Jim Ryan cross-gen talk, and I definitely want to talk about this. I'm gonna give my thoughts on Immortal Phoenix and on Cyberpunk 2077. So, When Persona Speaks will happen this week, probably Wednesday or so, and I might do a stream. I'll see how I feel Wednesday. But the Game Awards stream, that might happen Thursday as well, live reactions. I'll let y'all know on Twitter, and y'all see it pop up on YouTube as well. But next Saturday, man, episode 18, man, don't miss that, man, 11 a.m. And man, this podcast is going about 3 hours, so let's get the fuck out of here. Listen, I appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all are amazing people. Round of applause. Round of applause for the people in the chats. And listen, man, we appreciate all of you that support us, man. You guys are amazing. And we'll see you guys next Saturday. Same time, same place, same crew. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter at officialwups. And our individual Twitters is at Jay Bari. Wait, what is it? At Jay Bari _. And mine is at Persona Speaks. Follow us on Twitter. And yeah, man, we appreciate y'all.
He's going to change in a month.
What'd you say?
He's going to change in a month to like at Persona Speaks _ speak Persona _ gaming.
Nah. This is going to be what it is permanently.
Y'all be changing y'all stuff way too much.
Nah. I chased them twice and that was it. That's it. Is that Persona Speaks? That's it.
That's too much, man. It's too much.
But yeah, man, appreciate you guys. Please be safe, and you guys have a great weekend. And we out. Peace.
Yes, sir.